Not to sound like Jim Nance, but hello, friends. It's pumpkin spice season, people. Let's get it together now, okay? Shall we? Nah, I never even had a pumpkin spice latte, but I know lots of people go crazy for that. As well as lots of other things. It's football season. It's right around the corner. Shout out to the Bengals. Shout out to my boys, the Three Migos. Shout out to all of you. I appreciate any of you that are listening and watching for, I'm assuming, the following guest. That's what you're here for. Nah, but I really appreciate you. If you are watching on YouTube, please subscribe. All you gotta do is just click the button. It'd really make my day. Make my year, honestly. I would just bring a nice smile to my face. Leave a like. Share this to any of your friends, family, or whoever. Your neighbor and your neighbor's dog. But with that said, I really appreciate everyone that's come on before and everyone that will continue to come on in the future. I appreciate all of you and your stories. But with that said, this next guest is an absolute dog on the court. Which court are you referring to? Well, I'm about to tell you. The basketball court. So, I got all the accolades in front of me because I want to make sure that we give this person the flowers that they deserve. This person was named Conference Player of the Year. They were all for our first team. Yeah, first team. In both soccer and basketball. They've made the Eastern All-Mass first team. They've scored over 1,000 points in basketball. And they've also won a depoy. No, this is not Marcus Smart. This is someone even greater. Nah, but this is awesome. I'm very humbled and very glad to have another fellow CCSU Blue Devil and an Italian, if I'm not mistaken, with this last name. How you doing? The one and only Alli Napoli. I hope you enjoy. See you in the next one. Peace. Not too long ago, that you've known Belle for 8 years?
That might have been an exaggeration. I'm trying to think. Because I joined she was already there when I joined our AAU program.
Word.
And I was listening to a little bit of her podcast, and she said, like, her AAU program that she joined, the second one. So, like, the more prestige one, I guess. Like, the more advanced one where we would actually get, like, scouted by.
Yeah.
So that one, I joined, I think, my sophomore or freshman year of high school. So that would be probably like 3 years plus going into our senior year, so like 7 years.
Damn.
Maybe 8. And we've just played with each other the whole entire time, so.
What a small world.
I know. I mean, we're both from Massachusetts, so.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
If you were to compare Mass to Connecticut, what are any differences?
Oh my God, there's so many. I can't even begin.
Yeah?
Well, I live in a part of Massachusetts where it's like very different from where like Belle lives, or like it's not near. It is near Boston. It's like 40 minutes north, but it's more like ocean. It's like beachy. It's like.
That must be nice.
It's like pretty. It's a pretty nice area. Yeah. it's nice,
yeah.
But it's not like it's not city, but it is close to the city. That's why I like it.
Right.
It's close to Boston, and then you can go up to New Hampshire, near the mountains, near Maine. So it's like a cool area, yeah.
So is this a little too suburban for you?
No, it's suburban for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like beach. Like you'll see like 10 marinas just driving down the road.
Oh, that's kind of dope. You ever been to Old Lyme?
No.
No? Old Lyme's
Lyme.
kind of like that. Connecticut.
No, I've been to Mystic.
It's right near Mystic.
Oh, is it? Then
it's about
maybe
like
I haven't.
about 20-minute difference.
Okay, I've been to like New London,
give or take.
Mystic.
Yeah, it's right in that area.
Okay,
so
then
you
maybe.
know, it's
Yeah,
kind of like
okay.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the closest beaches to here, and that's
Yeah.
honestly as good as it gets over here.
Yeah, I've been to the beach a couple times here.
What's the best beach you ever been to?
I mean, I went to Fort Lauderdale a couple years.
Oh, Fort Lottie? That's sick.
The water was just super clear, and I was like, wow, I'm not used to this. Because
yeah.
up
Connecticut
here,
water is
East
wild.
Coast, it's like dark. So like, I love my beach though. Like, I would pick it over any other beach.
For sure.
It's like more private, and it's like a beach. It's like you have to walk like 100 feet to the water. It's not like a small sand.
Oh.
So it's not
Okay.
like it's like you have to walk down like a street from me. It's like a 2-minute walk from my house.
That's not that bad. That's
are
not
on
bad
the
at
beach.
all.
Yeah, I hate saying this, but I live like technically on an island. But it's like, it's called Plum Island, but it has it's just one way.
Word.
I didn't grow up there, but my mother's from there, so I've always had a house there, so. It's like 10 minutes from my actual
Dang.
hometown. It's nice, yeah.
So let's talk about, obviously, what you're about. We're going to cover lots of things, believe me.
Yeah.
So, growing up, multi-sport athlete. What got you into sports?
My family.
Yeah?
My cousins, my sister, my brother, all of us have a pretty big family, so all of us are relatively close in age, and we all played basketball at one point, but then people branched off to like track, lacrosse, soccer. So my sister played soccer. It's probably my biggest one is my sister and my brother. They both played basketball, soccer. My brother didn't play soccer, but my sister played soccer. And I just followed her in the footsteps. She played softball too. So I basically did all the sports my sister did.
What was the first sport you played?
I played probably soccer because in my town you couldn't start basketball until like 3rd grade.
Really?
Like in middle, like
You guys didn't have like a Parks and Rec thing?
We did, but it was like our youth league started really late, so like I didn't like actually start playing in games, call them games, like youth league until 3rd grade. But soccer it like started when you were in like kindergarten.
What position did you play soccer growing up?
I was a goalie.
You were a goalie?
Yeah.
Word?
I loved goalie.
You give off goalie vibes.
Yeah,
Hell
people
yeah.
say that.
Goalies are
It's funny.
badass.
Yeah, I trust me, I could not play the field. I had the worst. I could not kick the ball. Like goal kicks, I didn't even take them.
Really?
My defenders took them because I couldn't get it in the air.
So you just like wave them over?
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Come get this.
Well, I played with a girl who now plays at Holy Cross, and
Get
she was
out.
my defensive back, and I was like, okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. You carry
can
me.
take it
Yeah,
because
go
I
ahead.
can't even dribble the ball up and down the field.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Your coaches must have laughed at that.
Oh yeah, he hated me, but he loved me. I swear.
That's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
So, at what point did you just, so you knew you wanted to play soccer growing up, and goalie was the only place for you?
I mean, like
Like, did you ever try anything else?
I begged to play forward because I just wanted to score.
I mean, come
Obviously,
on.
I think everyone. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Little Ronaldo in there.
Yeah.
But I like begged because I just wanted to score. Like everyone was scoring.
That's
I was
the
like,
dream.
I'm sitting back here sometimes.
Picking daisies.
Yeah, like
No
looking
action.
at the grass, looking at
Yeah.
the sky, like nothing to do. Because I also played like division. I forget we were Division 4, Division 3. Like I came from a small public school. Nothing like no. There were good players. I will say I played against Division 1 players, but
Yeah.
very rarely. So like the competitiveness was there, but it was like sometimes I sat in net and I just sat there for like 90 minutes. So I'm like, okay.
Did you ever, and this might sound like a dumb question, did you ever get into a PK situation?
Oh yeah.
How many? If from what you can think of.
During a game where someone got fouled in the box.
Yeah.
I actually got into a PK situation in the North Championship against a very good team.
In a championship game?
Yeah, Manchester Essex. We have some beef with them. It's fine, but
Ops.
Manchester Essex, we don't
We don't mess with that on
No,
here.
I don't really mess with any other teams in our conference. But
I mean, who doesn't?
Exactly. So Manchester Essex, also they're like rich, like we used to call them Daddy's Money. Sorry, Manchester Essex. But you know,
awesome.
to be honest, all the towns around there are kind of like that. But
Yeah.
Manchester Essex, this girl, I don't know why she took the PK. She like just subbed in. Mm-hmm. She wasn't. It was like 70th minute. So
Cold
like,
feet?
What do you mean?
Did they have cold feet?
They had cold feet.
Damn.
Well, actually, she shot it to the left corner. So if you're looking at
Yep.
not from my view, from her view.
Yep.
And I did a split, and I saved it with my right foot because I didn't know what to do.
So did you dive
jumped.
towards the ball then
Yeah, and
split? Or did you?
I kicked out my right foot and I saved it.
That's insane.
And I was
You
like,
must have been so hyped.
I was numb. I was so stressed.
There must be no better feeling than
thing
saving
about-
a PK.
Well, yes, but the thing about goalies is I think that was the most stressed time I've ever had in my whole entire life. I've never been stressed more than playing
Yeah.
soccer. And
I could imagine.
I saved it, and I actually had a video of it. My friends who graduated the year before were there at the game, like one of my best friends I grew up with, and they took a video, and they were like, yeah, like they were hyping me up. And
Do you still have the video of it?
Yeah, I do. I actually watched it the other day because me and my mom were going.
You should send it to me. I'll throw it on here.
I
People
will.
see
It was pretty cool.
That's so hype.
It was really awkward save, though. It was not like... Not...
A save is a save.
If it was a professional goalie, they would have easily saved it. But it is
Yeah.
a save.
A save is a save. It don't matter how it looks.
But it looked really... I had my leg, like... I looked like I was doing a split. And it was crazy. I'm not that flexible anymore, but...
Yeah.
That was probably, like, my biggest PK. And then that same game, we went into PKs, like, overtime, then PKs.
So you saved the PK that game.
In the game.
And later in that game, you went into a shootout.
Later in the game, we went into shootout. And then they just... didn't do well in the PK, and I saved like one came right at me, and I was like, okay, whatever.
Oh, light work.
I wasn't. To be honest, I wasn't trying to pick a side because I couldn't. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah. So what's the mindset for someone?
You just gotta pick it. You just gotta dive.
So it's all just
you
guessing.
Gotta read them.
Yeah.
You can't really read them, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If you watch professional soccer, like the U.S. Women's National Team, I can't even talk about them actually, because I'm actually upset about them. But
we can talk about that.
We can talk about it
in a little bit.
But
it's about you right now.
I'm mad about them. I'm mad at them. But
I'm mad too.
Anyways, good for Spain though. Good for Spain. They deserved it. Yes. But it's like you have to guess. Like I wasn't really trained to be a goalie, to be honest. Like I never really got I went to goalie camp like for a summer and that was it. Mm-hmm. So like my coach just told me to just pick a side, and I'm pretty sure that's the rule for every goalie. Just try and read them, and you can kind of see like where someone's gonna shoot because they might try and trick you and like look the other way, like
something like
action. Look at it or and like if you see like if you're like quick enough, you can see where they plant their foot, and that's usually sometimes
that's got to be within like less than a second.
That's
though.
like that, but that's only if you're. I could not do that.
Yeah.
That's only if you're like
Hawkeyes
know
or
what
something.
you're doing.
Right.
But I just guessed, and the girl shot it right at me, and I just stood there. So most of that, and someone like kicked it over and stuff. But I had some really good players on my team. And
shout out to all the players.
Shout out to Amesbury Soccer.
Let's go.
I appreciate them all 4 years. Everyone was great.
So you won. That was the championship, and you won.
We won all 4 years. I was there.
4 chips?
Yeah. So when we went to the
back to back,
it wasn't states. It wasn't states though.
A chip was a chip.
Like,
come on.
So the north. So like it was like split up in regions. So I was North region.
So you won your.
So we were the Final Four.
Your region's.
We went into Final Four every single year, but we lost the game before the final.
But you had I'm assuming, win your conference to get to that point, right?
Yeah, we won
And that would be called
a 4P.
No, but you had conference chips though, right?
Yeah. So 4P.
Yeah, 4P is crazy.
4P.
That's sick.
It was.
As
crazy.
a goalie, one of the leaders of the squad.
It was very stressful.
Were you very vocal?
So when I was a freshman, I wasn't. Like I had like some really vocal seniors on defense when I was a freshman, and they were yelling at me like, "You need to yell at us. You need to tell us what to do." So I kind of got intimidated, and I was like, "You know what? I have to." Or
was that on varsity?
Yeah.
Varsity goalie as a freshman.
Yeah.
Ooh, I would have been nervous.
It was very nerve-wracking because like the goalie before just graduated, so it wasn't like I was like competing for goalie. So there wasn't another goalie basically, and I was like, okay, I'll play soccer in high school. Like, I like it, but like I don't love it. And then throughout high school, I just started loving it even more. Yeah. And like, it was just like the defense like really helped me out being vocal. And then once I got to my senior year, I was yelling at people. I was yelling at the other team. I was I was a BITCH on the field.
Dude, that's the best teammate to have.
And I see like I work at like an ice cream shop in my town, and I see these girls that I used to play in soccer, and one actually plays at Sacred Heart, the girl I used to play against. She's actually, I actually don't know her personally, but me and her used to literally fight on the field.
Beef. And plus you got the glove.
Yeah,
the little
and like,
Superman
the
punch.
thing is like, if I catch the ball and you're in my way, I can hit you.
Yeah.
Like
just chuck right through and play it off.
If someone like kicks it up in the air and I catch it and you're in my way, I can
like
technically. Yeah, no, I've actually hit a girl really hard, and I felt really bad because she was actually hurt. And like I was just bored. I was like,
that's crazy.
I was bored.
Want some action?
Yeah, I know. I was like, and like I'm always used to contact sports.
I mean, clearly that you suit the mold of a goalie.
Yeah, like
you get all the green flags.
If you're in my way, like, and I'm trying to get up to the box and kick it, like you're gonna.
Yeah.
I feel bad like saying that, but like.
Nah, I hear you. Did you ever do the fake it till you make it thing? So like, let's say even if you were nervous before a game, you would just like get really loud and just kind of hype yourself up to like be the person that people you might not think you are.
Yeah, so we had to do that. So my team, like before in high school, my soccer team, we would like huddle and we had a chant and I was like the leader of it, but to be honest, I can't remember it anymore. But we would just get so hype, and we just had such good like chemistry with each other. And, like, we just knew what we had to go do, and we had a good coach, and we just did what we had to do.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So you were saying some of the most nerve-wracking moments you've ever been in. You definitely watched the Euro Cup a few years ago, right? Or a couple years ago? With that was World Cup.
Yeah.
Euros with Italy and England. Did you ever watch that?
I heard about it, but I didn't watch it.
That game came down to PKs, and that...
I might have seen it on Sports.
And that was like... I wore so when it comes to certain things, I try to kind of buy into the hype.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you're Italian, I'm half. So, like, but I embrace it.
I'm half too.
Yeah. What's the other half?
Like mutt. Like I'm French. I'm a little bit Middle Eastern.
Really?
Yeah, I'm Irish.
Yeah, I feel
And
that.
I think
I'm a
that's
mutt
it.
practically too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
Irish, Italian.
But I'm
Puerto
mostly
Rican.
Italian, so I'm like, okay, I'm Italian.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, number
People are
one.
like, whoa. I'm like, okay.
Nah, Italy's just the best.
Yeah.
Everything about it's the best.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, they were going against. So Italy was making this crazy run. They would win each match in just a crazy fashion. They would score a goal and then play keep away the whole time. Like you just score, you pray you score, just hold up for the rest of the game.
Keep it, yeah.
Exactly. So just for ha-has, this was I watched World Cup, but like I don't know. I know like all the really famous players, Pogba, Messi, Ronaldo, like Neymar, Mbappe. But so what happened was before each game, I would record myself saluting the Italian national anthem and send it to like all my friends and all the way until the final. Like, I would always do that, and then for the final I did that, and I dressed in a shirt and tie and everything. Like, full-on outfit.
Just that one over-dramatic
No, like,
Italian.
had to. Like, I was in The Godfather.
Yeah,
No,
okay,
like, I had
yeah,
to.
exactly.
Just for good luck.
Yep.
And, oh, my God. Like, I felt like I bet my life savings and maybe my, like, rib cage on this game. Like, that's how stressed I obviously didn't, but, like, that's how stressed I was.
I bet.
And when it came down to PKs, like, I couldn't, it was an out-of-body experience.
Yeah.
You can't feel nothing.
Yep.
It's just, you just
I
pray.
know exactly what feeling you're
Yeah.
talking about.
So when I watch some of these players, just imagine what's going through their head.
Oh my
Because for
God.
England, they sent out, I think one of them was like the youngest players in the squad. And he missed. I think he might have either
I think
hit the
I actually know what you're
crossbar
talking
or
about,
shot it well over. He faced a lot of backlash.
yeah.
Yeah. Because,
But he's so young. Like, you can't really-
yeah, no, but, and all these other countries outside the U.S., like, they're bad. Like, they say some horrible things to the players. It's ugly.
Oh,
I'm sure you've
probably.
seen some stuff.
Yeah,
or
we
heard
think
some
we're
stuff.
bad, but
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, what's his name? Lukaku? I think he's for Belgium, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, like, I remember if I'm not mistaken, he was getting banana peels thrown at him in a match. It was just like, what the heck?
Yeah.
The really famous incident that happened was with Vinicius Jr. in Brazil, and his post went viral because people were outside of his hotel room having like a doll of him, like with a noose on. Like it's rough, and he had to be. I
couldn't even imagine.
I think he had to be pulled out one of the games because it got so bad. Which is
People-
wild.
Yeah. No, people think Boston hockey's bad. Go to Europe.
Go to Europe.
Go somewhere else.
Yeah, so these England players, man, they face some crazy heat. That was ugly, but like that was just an insane game.
Yeah,
So I know what you mean. No, soccer or football, depending on who you are.
Yeah.
But I mean,
say
it's
soccer.
some may say it's boring, which it can be if there's nothing too big on the line.
Yeah,
But for
exactly.
World Cup, Euros, it's the best.
Like,
Seeing a country put their pride on the line
Yeah.
just to try and win it all.
That's what I like
it's a little
about. There's
different,
something
yeah.
about like soccer or football.
Yeah.
Well, they say football, but
Mm-hmm.
they are so. That's like their biggest sport there. Like they have so much pride. Like especially in Europe, like football is their biggest sport.
That's
And,
all
like,
they got.
Basically, they're like all their nationality, like everything. Their pride is into that. So like,
Yeah.
I can see why like they get so aggressive. But
Oh my gosh, yeah.
in like America, like we have pride in. I feel like actual American football, but soccer, it's like getting bigger. I feel like, especially for the women's, it's growing.
For sure.
And like MLS, like since I feel like it hasn't. I went to a Revolutionary game when I was younger, New England Revolution.
Yeah.
And there was like 100 people there. But Messi's in the MLS now,
He is.
so now it's gonna get crazy.
And he has been absolutely cooking.
What did he
these-
score? 10 goals in 7 games or something?
I think he scored a goal in every game he's played in
I'm
so
like-
far. The other day I saw him, he scored a goal, and it didn't even get in the air. He was far
on
out,
the-
and he
on
hit
the-
it
yeah.
far right, and I'm just like, what is this
Yeah, it was on the
guy?
ground.
I told my brother, this is like the equivalent of LeBron going to China to play basketball.
Yeah, like it's
There's
easy.
no shot.
And he's having fun though. I'm glad. He actually looks happy. Like people are saying, like now Messi's happy. It's like because he's
Yeah.
playing like
It's not as competitive.
people under his level. Like
Right, and he just wanted a chip for them.
yeah. And how many?
or something.
I mean, he scored a lot of goals in like on Barcelona and everything. But
Yeah.
like now he's scoring even.
This is
more.
child's
like
play.
This is like
And this isn't even prime Messi.
this is like playing JV, like, basically for him. Like, this is...
Yeah, this is like being the best. This is like being Shohei Ohtani and going into AAA.
Yeah. Oh, God, that guy's...
He's a monster.
Yeah, he is.
But, yeah, it's nuts. It's a weird time for sports right now.
Sports is a little
I think in a good way.
Yeah, sports is...
But, yeah, you brought up the women's match. And I remember I was watching when they... Because they won the last World Cup, right?
Yeah, they won...
I watched that.
The last cup.
I believe they did.
Someone wants to fact check this. They've won a lot.
Yeah, they've won a ton.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it was very fun to watch them. And then I've been so busy, so I haven't been able to watch as much. Mm-hmm. But I pulled up the YouTube highlights because I heard the PKs were crazy. Mm-hmm. And seeing that Rapinoe miss.
Yeah. She got so much backlash for that.
Yeah, and she started laughing.
Bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt bad, but like then again, it's like you're in the World Cup.
She said it in in her post game interview. She said the reason why I was laughing. She said it's kind of dark humor. She said I don't even remember the last time I've ever missed a PK.
Yeah.
And she goes, and of course, like on the biggest stage when all eyes are on you, that's when I miss.
Exactly. So
I kind of get it.
I understand it. Yeah. Like her laughing, like I didn't think that was like anything crazy because I think Carly Lord, she was on an interview and she's like, no one should be laughing. Like no one should.
Yeah, she was the one that was ripping into the team, right?
Yeah, she was like,
she's retired.
She rated them like a D- before they went into the last.
Yeah, no, she was worried.
Yeah, she was like
because they had a draw before that.
Yeah,
right?
They were all like smiling and stuff, and she's like, you guys can't be laughing. Like this is not how it would have been last year or a couple years ago, like the last World Cup.
Yeah, those teams were no joke. I think so. When it comes to the women for soccer, at least from how I perceive it, we've been the top dog for so long. Mm-hmm. But I think all the other countries outside are starting to catch up now.
Yeah. Like the Netherlands.
Oh, they're disgusting.
They were ranked number 6, and we tied with
them.
The Netherlands. We lost that game.
Yeah, the Netherlands. They've got some dogs over there, and if I'm not mistaken, they also have like haka chants too. Mm-hmm. You ever see those Samoan haka chants or whatever? Like where they do the thing before and they start slapping themselves.
I don't know if the girls do it, but.
I don't know if they do, but if I'm not mistaken, I think they have some tribes in the Netherlands for sure.
Oh, they're dirty.
Yeah, and all these, and it's kind of like the Dream Team documentary. I don't know if you ever saw that for basketball.
I might have.
It talked about how the U.S. was the top dog in basketball in the Olympics for so long, and then all the other countries caught up, smacked us in the mouth, and then Kobe Bryant comes in and goes, no.
Yeah.
It's so hype.
That's not.
But yeah, I think that's what happened to us for women's soccer. Mm-hmm. So we just got to resharpen the brand.
Yeah, we'll be back. It's
I think we will.
I think Rapinoe is done.
Yeah,
Alex Morgan said she wants to come back, but who knows?
Was she not playing?
No, she was. She just.
Oh, she wants to come. Okay, the way you said that was like.
Yeah, no, she wants to play again in another cup. So.
Yeah, she's getting up there in age.
Yeah, she's like in her late 30s, I want to say.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but soccer's always great, depending on the circumstances, at least for me. I can't watch it all the time.
I don't even watch it all the time unless it's a big stage.
Right, exactly.
But, I follow on the women's because as coming from a girl who like grew up with soccer, it's like it's important like for me to watch the women's because like I like used to look up to them. Like Alex Morgan I loved and Hope Solo, but Hope Solo's a little controversial now. But before she did all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Like watching them it's like come on, like I feel like it's getting so much bigger. It's just like pride, you know? It's like...
No, I feel that. And it's unfortunate because, not to get too political or anything, but it seems like these days, if you even... Like, I remember growing up and I'd play like Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Mm-hmm. And like, you know, you would pick Team... Or even Wii Sport, you pick Team America. Like, that's your squad.
Yeah.
And you're like, America, baby. Like, yeah. And now it's like, if you say that, people look at you weird.
Yeah.
It's like... You see the Italians going like
they're going
like
crazy.
this, and they're going crazy.
Even if you look at them wrong, they'll find a way.
Yeah, but for us, man, like it's like we hate on ourselves.
Yeah, no.
These other countries, they cry during their national anthem.
Yeah.
They feel it.
Like when Argentina won.
Oh my God!
The streets of Argentina, there was not even like foot of space.
It was like they all got a ticket to heaven.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful sight to see.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Seeing everyone reunite over something.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like we don't have that as a country as a whole, but like not to get political, but like if like Patriots like won many Super Bowls, I went to a Super Bowl parade, everyone was like going crazy. Everyone's like Boston, like the Boston fans are crazy. Like, they
Right.
are the most prideful. But
Very prideful.
But if someone does something wrong, like, they'll be like, "Oh, fuck you." Like, you know what I mean? They'll be like,
yeah, it's ruthless on the East Coast. Yeah, I'm a little bit. I always say this. I'm a little bit of a contrarian when it comes to sports teams, because I'm the type where if everybody likes something, this is just how I am. I'm not trying to be different.
I understand.
It's just everybody's one thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm a like when you see those things where it's like I'm a black swan in an area full of white swans type of thing. Yeah, it's just there's so many. It's either
you have a Bengal shirt on.
yeah, it's either.
I do like Joe Burrow, but
everyone loves Joe Burrow.
I actually respect him a lot, and it's hard for me to respect other athletes that are not from Boston. That's a little too far. I respect a lot, but it's like it's hard to like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Like Peyton Manning, respect him, but
the sheriff.
Yeah, Kobe Bryant. I actually liked Kobe Bryant.
I feel like everybody loves Kobe.
Yeah, I mean,
even if you hate him, you know you love him.
Yeah, we love him because like if you've seen like his like like I saw a video on him and it's like he practiced like 7 in the morning to like 11.
I think he might be the hardest working athlete ever.
Okay, yeah.
I think he might be the hardest working athlete ever.
He works like 12 hours a day.
Which is why I'm tired of these. Not to get into the GOAT discussion. Because you could have your take, but I be seeing these lists, and he's like number 9 or 10, and I'm thinking, what are people talking about?
He has to be top 3.
In my opinion, in no order, if your list doesn't at least have, okay, let's say top 5. If your list in your top 5 doesn't include MJ, Kobe, and LeBron, I think you're on something. Respectfully.
I'm not a big LeBron fan. But respectfully...
You can hate the guy. That's one thing.
Respectfully... He's definitely on a GOAT list somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
If we're talking basketball, yes.
Yes, strictly basketball.
Yeah. But if we're talking about like all GOAT, like top 10
No. Yeah, no, not
like,
all-time athletes. We're just talking, for basketball.
For basketball, yeah. Them 3 should definitely be in the top 5.
I just see these lists of Kobe, like number 10 and 11. I'm like, what are these people talking about? And they're saying, oh, it's because he's the reincarnate of MJ, so therefore... I'm like, dude, I don't care.
No, he didn't do everything. He did more. Sometimes he did more than MJ, and MJ did a little bit more.
That's
He's
true.
a total different player than MJ.
You think so?
I think a little bit, yeah. Because he had to take on a role of like MJ had like I feel like the generation that came in after Kobe was like immature, because if you saw like some of the like I remember what's his name? He was like they were laughing about how they just after Kobe retired, some Laker players were laughing and like having a good time because they just won a game after.
Is that when he left the game in the middle of the game?
Yeah, they like were laughing. They're like, "Oh, we just won," but they were like 1 in like they were like 1 in 10.
Yeah,
Kobe was pissed. And
that mama mentality is a real thing.
He had to deal with a bunch of those players. I feel like MJ had like some mature players like Scottie Pippen, and Steve Kerr, like all those type of players.
For any MJ hardcore or diehard fans out there, I saw a meme the other day, and it was MJ without Pippen, and he was crying, and then it was Kobe without Shaq, he got a ring.
Yeah,
and it was LeBron without D Wade, and he has a ring.
Yeah.
So I mean, you could say LeBron has played with some crazy squads, which is true in all due fairness. In all fairness, but for me, Kobe Bryant, I think genuinely needs to be like. I know he's had many documentaries or whatever the case is, many YouTube videos just talking about him. But like there needs to be like a scientific study on the guy, because to me he's the hardest working athlete ever, just in my opinion, from what I've seen.
For sure. Out of anyone.
And to me, I think that the work outside of the game itself has to also count.
Yeah.
Because if you take your job that serious,
which he did,
you have to be seen in a new light compared to other people, which is that's why I mean,
it's all about like the work that he did, like the work that you do outside of the sport is like
for sure
the most important.
And you know what's crazy? He's one of the best defenders ever, but he's never won a depoy. But you know who has?
Marcus Smart.
Yeah, you and Marcus Smart again.
Me.
Yeah. Now let's talk about Smart real quick before we get into your career. So all Boston fan clearly.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the trade?
To be honest, this is how I felt about it. Porzingis, haven't heard of him in years. I feel like
he's been balling for Washington.
I feel like
he's put up numbers there.
Haven't really. I see that's the thing. Like no one really talked about it. So my first initial reaction was like, what? Are we fucking kidding me? Like, are you kidding me? Like, Marcus Smart, depoy. probably
Heart of the team.
Heart of the team.
Probably
the most important player. Maybe not most important, but like one of them on the court. Like when he's not in, you can see a total difference. And like when he is in, he like either comes up in clutch on offense and defense. Like
he's got the mentality.
Yeah, he has such a good mentality. So I was like, he's been on the team for like how long? Like throughout my whole entire high school, middle school, I've been watching him play. So he felt like it's like a Kevin Garnett. Like he felt like he was a part of the team. And he was definitely going to stay there for a long time. For
sure.
But when they said Porzingis, I was like, Porzingis has not done anything for me, and I haven't seen him do anything like that. I mean, I guess because the Wizards weren't really good. I feel like if the Wizards were good, he'd get a lot more recognition, like for his numbers. Like he'd get more.
I think they might have got him though because
they might have
because of the Heat maybe, because the way Bam and Jimmy just took over in the finals in the Eastern Conference Finals. So I think that's would have been for it. It might have been a chess move.
I mean, yeah.
That's why the Sixers went a couple years ago and got Al Horford from the Celtics.
Yeah.
Because Al Horford was the only one that could stop Embiid, because you guys own the Sixers every year. Mm-hmm. But they did that because if they have Al Horford and nobody else has him, that surely has to help. So I think you guys might have done that to...
It didn't help.
I think you guys must have done that for...
Yeah, I can see why.
To maybe counter Bam.
I thought Al Horford and Williams were going to do
Williams is a beast.
I thought they were going to do a pretty good job, but like after that series is like...
You have to at least admit.
Yeah,
even as a objective fan,
I
that was a phenomenal series.
That was
like the Derek White putback.
Oh my god!
I remember watching that.
I watched that. Yeah,
I remember. I was so mad. I was so happy. Yeah. Celtics. Oh my god! I must have felt like SpongeBob with the earbuds in, floating.
I was like this. I was like, oh my! I was with my brother, and my brother was screaming. We were all screaming. We were like, no way! That is.
Yeah, that was an insane game.
And you could hear like I was like on the island, and everyone was like, woo! Everyone
and that was in Miami too, right? To go back to Boston for Game 6.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, Game 7.
Was it to 4-7?
I think it was.
Because did they win in Miami?
Or it might have been to force.
No, I think they won. I think it was the.
Because Boston was Game 7 because we were the first.
Yeah, you guys lost
or the
at
second,
home.
We were
so maybe
a
it
higher
was.
Seed.
So it was Game 6 to go back to Boston for Game 7.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, we got Game 7.
Yeah.
I was like, and we were up.
And then that's when, And then that flop fest happened,
Hit the fan.
Very unfortunate.
You know, I was really upset, but I was like, listen, like, they're going to come back next year stronger. I mean, they lost to the Warriors before, lost to the Heat.
Hey,
the Heat has always been a problem for them.
Oh, always.
So I understand the trade.
You got to go through the lumps.
I heard it was a smart trade. Like, it was like...
On paper, yeah.
On paper, it was a smart trade, but... Then again, like, you couldn't have traded anyone, like...
You can't, there's no stat
trade Peyton Pritchard. Like, I love Peyton Pritchard, but, like...
Yeah, he's a hooper whenever he plays, like 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 minutes. Yeah, I felt bad because he played a lot when,
He could be a starting point guard somewhere. He's a hooper.
His minutes definitely got cut, but, like, he is a good player.
I don't know if you heard, Kristaps actually has something wrong with his foot right now.
Of course he does.
He has the thing that kept Dame out for a while, and if I'm not mistaken, I know my boy Shea had it. Plantar fasciitis.
Plantar fasciitis.
Yeah, that's what he has.
A lot of basketball players have that. It's like your tendon in the bottom of your foot. Like it's either like it gets stretched out, or it just like. It's something like the tendon in your foot, it like doesn't work properly and it causes stress on it.
Well, he's got one of those things.
Yeah, it hurts. One of our old teammates had it, and she like had to get like cortisone shot.
Oh my god, that's
cortisone
awful.
Shot. Sorry, but like
you good?
Something like they had to get like a bunch of stuff. done with it.
That's what he has, at least from what I heard.
And I heard it's really painful.
Yeah,
but come on, like
you might have to sit out for the first few months. Worst case scenario or best case scenario, I don't even know.
But like I trust in Robert Williams and. I love Al Horford. Horford's one of my favorites.
You just gotta hope that Tatum's the guy.
That's the thing. He's not that consistent.
My personal opinion is I was always the Jaylen Brown fan. I like Jaylen Brown more than Tatum, and I still do.
I think every Boston fan.
But the thing is the way things have been going, they might both just be 1Bs.
I don't know.
Does that make sense? Like they can be the guy, but they might not be the guy. It's like limbo. It's a
consistent thing.
Yeah.
One's either consistent and one's not. Or they're both consistent, or
Because
not consistent at
Brown
all.
can't dribble with his left, is what everyone says, and then Tatum, he'll either turn the ball over a ton, or one
just
game
huck
he'll
up a
just go
shot.
stupid, and the other he'll just
Huck up shots and just go 1 for 20.
yeah. Because when he takes those sidestep threes and they go in, he looks like a genius.
Yeah,
But when he starts chucking those shots up and he's bricking, it looks bad.
exactly. That's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
they're not consistent with each other.
If Tatum had the mindset of a Kobe, oh, it'd be over.
Oh,
But the thing is I don't want to talk down on anybody. I don't like doing that.
yeah. I mean,
I just don't know if he has that dog in him. I can't tell.
I feel like he comes across like kind of a little soft to me a little bit, and Jaylen Brown doesn't. But
Little pretty boy moments.
yeah, like exactly. But like then again, it's like he's so consistent sometimes, and then I'm like, okay, he's
Yeah.
him. But then he's not.
When they're hot, they're hot.
Yeah.
They're on fire.
Yeah, but we'll see this year. I don't know.
If you make it out the East, though, and Denver makes it out the West, you think you guys can stop Jokic?
I mean, if we can't even stop Bam,
You can't even stop Kristaps' foot problem.
if we can't stop Bam, I don't know
Yeah.
if we can stop
Yeah, Bam got
Jokic.
bullied by Jokic.
They're gonna have to like double team, but you can't really double team in the NBA because anyone can make any shot.
Exactly. Everyone's too good these days.
Yeah.
I had a feeling the Nuggets were going to win it all when, I don't know if you were watching the Nuggets-Lakers game, where Jokic did like a step-back three where he chucked it over his head over Anthony Davis. My jaw dropped. I couldn't even believe I saw that live.
I remember. I know what you're talking about. That
Soul
was
left my
insane.
body.
That was actually like I was like, okay, this is
So
this is
stupid.
This is stupid. I was like, why am I even watching this anymore?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, but that's the NBA. But you know what I like more? I like college basketball a little more. Not when it comes to like big time. I'm just trying to segue that in. Let's talk about basketball for you.
all right.
Because that's what obviously you're doing these days. And I'm sure, I don't want to talk about it too much because you don't want to let that kind of be your whole identity. You're a
Yeah.
person outside of the
Yeah,
sports world.
exactly.
You know, that's why I try and do with athletes that come on here. Because like you want to show the person, not necessarily the athlete, which I'm sure people have clearly got sort of a good enough vibe on you so far. But at what point did you say, I'm taking basketball more serious than soccer? And when did you start playing ball?
Well, 3rd grade, I started playing ball,
Okay.
and then I've just played my whole life basically, and I realized I was like, oh, like my sister was really good to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
she could have went D1.
Damn.
But she never took it seriously, like to the AAU level, which is where you get scouted.
Mm-hmm.
So I got offered, and I was like, okay, like let me go try it. Like that would be really cool if I could get an offer. I wasn't really serious about it. This was like freshman year of high school because I love soccer too,
Right.
and I didn't do club soccer or anything.
What
I was
position were you when you first started basketball?
I was everything.
Just
I
whatever.
just played in a small public school, so
Mm-hmm.
not everyone was like as good as you would see in like a private school. And so I had to play everything, which was fine with me. Like I brought up the ball, I scored, I played defense, I assisted. I did basically everything. There wasn't really a position for me.
Yeah.
I guess you could say point guard if I brought up the ball, basically. And I was like, I'm still the same height I was in high school, like 5'11". So like it was weird me being a point guard, but I had to be because no one else could really bring up the ball.
Yeah.
They could, but like we played against some pretty good like teams that could defend. So that's like I like just realized I was pretty good, and like I was pretty good at soccer. I didn't really realize how good I was at soccer, like as a goalie. But then again, I didn't have the foot skills. Like the goalie apparently is supposed to have the best foot skills on the team.
I actually did not know that.
Yeah, that's like a thing, and I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Because that's not true, because I can't even kick the ball.
Right.
And then, so that's like, I was like, okay, so I'm obviously better at basketball. Like, I can't even kick the ball or anything.
Did you enjoy it more at the time too, or soccer more?
That's so hard because
So that must have definitely been a
it
hard
was
decision.
definitely a really hard decision.
Yeah.
I started playing soccer before, but that's only because I couldn't play basketball yet. And
Right.
then I actually stopped playing soccer for a little bit in middle school because because soccer was in the fall. No, soccer was in the spring for me
Really?
when I was younger.
Okay.
And I played softball. So
in high school.
all my sports
Or-
in high school I played softball too.
Nice.
So all my sports were just like colliding. So I had to give up one, and I really wanted to do softball with my sister. I wanted to play with my sister more.
What position?
I was center fielder.
Hell yeah.
So
gunning
also,
people out at second.
Yeah. Also, well, sure. Yeah. But also, like, I could hit the ball, but I couldn't. Like, one game I'll have, like, 3 hits. One game I'll strike out every single time.
Were you a contact or power hitter?
I was...
What would you say?
Contact.
Yeah.
To be honest, if I could hit the ball, that's great.
I feel that.
But because I wasn't a good hitter. In middle school, I was because they couldn't even pitch the ball. And then once I got to high school, the pitchers were actually pretty... Softball was pretty good where I'm from. So, like, I was like, okay, can't do that. Softball, I only played my freshman year because after freshman year, I got offered to play AAU.
Gotcha.
And that's in the spring. So I had to pick AAU or softball. Mm-hmm. I was like, okay, AAU basketball, obviously. That's basically when I made my decision. And then I actually started getting recognized for soccer throughout high school. There used to be this girl that was from my town and she went to UNH. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll like start talking to UNH for soccer, like blah, blah, blah. That like kind of didn't really happen. And then it's because I didn't play AAU soccer. Right. So I only played AAU basketball. But it was a hard decision because I got offered for basketball. I got a couple offers and I was like, okay, so obviously this is a sign that I should stick with basketball. So that's what I did. And that's why I decided to play basketball. But going back to softball, I love softball too. I thought it was so fun. Like, I'm more of an outdoor sport girl. Yeah. Even though basketball's indoor. But it shows an indoor sport. But I loved being outside. I loved like diving and stuff and like the dirt, I guess.
I gotcha.
It's dirty, but
yeah.
But and I love being a center fielder because like diving, catching, like bombing the ball. Like I was a pretty good center fielder. I played varsity my freshman year with my sister. And
varsity. That was freshman year for everything.
It was a lot of fun. But I was like the 8th hitter because I couldn't hit.
Oh, in the 8-hole, damn.
And then I tried slap hitting, and I got on base twice from slap hitting. And I was like, you know what? I'm pretty proud of myself.
What is that?
It's when I go lefty, and you.
So you're a righty.
I'm a righty, and then it's on the left hand.
Okay.
So they don't do it in baseball, but it's basically you run at the ball when it starts getting pitched, and you try and chip it.
You could do that in softball?
You try and chip it and just run so you already are starting to run, and you hit it, and then you sprint as fast as you can.
I've seen people do that.
Yeah, they do it in college a lot.
I've seen those highlights. I've seen clips of that.
I tried doing that, got on base twice. It was pretty ugly, but I still got on base.
Hey, that's what it takes.
But that was basically like my softball career, and I'm pretty sure I got some. I think I got something for softball. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even remember. But something. I got some award, but...
Clearly, you're one of the best athletes at your high school. You had to have been.
I mean...
One of them.
Like, come on. My sister and me were pretty... We were one of them, yeah.
When you were walking in the halls, people definitely knew who you were. Let's just put it that way.
Well, I mean, right? I'm also from a small town. Everyone knows everyone's business, to be honest. Yeah, everyone knows who you are, but... Yeah, like, I guess I got that treatment, and to be honest, I loved high school.
Yeah?
Like, I've heard people say, oh, I hate high school. Like, I never got along with people, but, like, I had friends in every grade. And it was because of, like, soccer and basketball and softball. Like, I just, like, I guess I'm, like, a friendly person. Like, I talked to most of the people on my team and, like, just became hang out out of school. And, like, in school we would hang out. We'd eat lunch together. We used to eat lunch in my soccer coach was a teacher. We used to eat lunch in his room. Yeah. So that was, like, a big bonding moment. So anyone that knew, like, the soccer coach would all go in there and we'd all eat lunch together. So, like, we were kind of, like, I don't know, like, soccer was a clique.
Yeah, you seem like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you clearly seem like someone that's confident with themselves. Yeah, at least like, right now. Was that how
in high school?
Is that how it always? Yeah.
In high school, yes, because I went to a D3, D4 high school. Like, some sports are D3, some sports are D4.
Right.
But everyone knew everyone. My sister was really big in high school, and like with sports and stuff, she was a great player. She could have went D1 for basketball or softball.
Shout out to your sis if you're watching. Shout out to my sister, shout Maddie.
Out. Love her.
Yeah.
She could have went D1 for soccer, basketball, or softball, but she stopped soccer, so I never played with her in high school. But she was a really good soccer player and basketball and softball. She actually was looking to walk on BU.
Really?
Softball. But she was like, no, I'm gonna go live my life in college. I was like,
so because of the pedigree, it seemed like everyone kind of had respect for you guys in a way.
Yeah, so
it was easy to kind of carry yourself well.
Yeah, and like my sister was like a good student and stuff, and my brother was even before her, and he was on, I think he was on the state championship team for the football team.
Dang.
So like he was a really good baseball player too. He was a good pitcher. They didn't give him his flowers though. in high school. Like, he didn't get his recognition in high school, but he was a really good pitcher.
Hey, got your flowers here, dog.
Yeah, shout out to Matt too, my older brother.
I would have hit a dinger off you. No, I'm just kidding. No
maybe,
shot.
I don't know.
No,
maybe now.
No, zero shot. I couldn't even. I didn't know if I could hit 50.
But there was the pitcher in front of him. His dad was the coach, so.
Politics.
Yeah, I mean, he was good though, but
right.
He went off to college too, so.
Yeah, and now here we are with you.
Yeah, I was the only one to complete or go on with sports in college.
So, junior year, so at what point did you think you wanted to play D1?
So, when I got D1 offers.
And when was that, senior year or junior year?
It was junior year.
So talk to me about that junior year, and I'm assuming that's when you probably thought to yourself, I want to take this more serious.
Yeah, so junior year, I was like just living my life in high school, like having a good time, basketball. One of my other older teammates went to Framingham, which was it's like a smaller school. It's not D1, but you still get like. It's a pretty good school. Like, they win their conference every year. She goes to Framingham. I'm like, oh, so she went there, and I was like, maybe I will. Like, I've gotten a couple of offers, and if I just commit, like, I'll feel so much more pressure off my chest, and, like, I'm the type of person that I need a schedule, or I'll go off the rails.
I feel that.
So I feel like if basketball can give me a schedule, keep me in line, like, I'll do good at school. Because I wasn't the best student.
And plus you stay in shape.
Yeah,
constantly have to work out.
Like,
oh
if
my
I
God,
didn't
sports
play,
helps so much when it comes to mental and physical health.
Exactly, and if I didn't choose to play basketball, I'd probably be very overweight right now. So that's, like, also another thing. It's, like, it helped me there, and, like, so it was, like, just a no-brainer. It's, like, my parents are divorced. My mom doesn't work that much. My dad makes good money. I was like, this could be a break for my parents, too, and, like...
Very true.
Also, like, I will be on a schedule, and I got a couple offers before Central, but then I got Central. I was like, oh, it's pretty close. Like, I didn't want to go anywhere in Massachusetts.
Was that junior year?
Yeah.
Dang.
And I was like, I didn't really want to go. Like, I got an offer from Merrimack, and I was like, Merrimack, like...
The ops.
It's like 15 minutes away from my house. I'm like, I don't want to go there. Everyone goes there. I'm like, I don't want to do that. Yeah. So it's like, okay, like, I'll go to maybe Connecticut. Like,
and that's probably what? Over an hour? Because where you are in Mass, is that well over an hour?
Where? From here?
From here to Mass.
From here to Mass is like, from my house from here is like 2 hours and 15 minutes. So
nice,
I'm like
2 hour drive down to CCSU.
Yeah, so I'm like, it's not far, but I can drive home whenever if I really need to.
Oh, for sure.
Like, it's not bad. Like, I just drove down here yesterday and it wasn't bad. But
yeah.
So yeah, like, I was like, I'm close to home. Like, it'll help out my parents, even though like I'm not like it's not like they really needed it, but like like they already been through like 2 kids in college. I was like, okay, that's like another factor. And I was like, I would feel good about myself if I did this, and like it gives me something to do, and it's like a purpose. And I loved basketball, and I was like, like I'm good at this sport. Someone's offering me money to go play somewhere. Like, okay, like why wouldn't I take it?
Did you want to take the best and quickest offer that you can get so you could be secure?
Yes.
Smart.
Like, I got like 4 offers, and I was talking to like some other schools, and I was like, F it.
Just give me the paper.
Just give it to me. I don't care.
Like,
there was already good factors. My parents are like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I don't care. Whatever.
What year did you win the DPOY?
I don't even know. Sophomore year? To be honest, I totally forgot I won that.
That's hilarious.
Because people used to say, oh, Alli, your defense needs to be improved, blah, blah, blah.
You what, a DPOY?
I think it's just because the girls were a lot smaller than me. I just blocked them. To be honest, like, the girls weren't that good. Like,
yeah.
Like, if you watch tape, like, you'd be like, oh, I understand what you're saying.
Just cooking everybody out there.
Yeah, like, it was... I had so much fun because it was not easy, but it was like, oh, I can get 5 blocks a game. I can get like 10 steals a game. Yeah. And like,
especially since you're definitely a lot more physical than everyone out there.
And I can assist people and I can score and like.
Yeah.
And I wasn't like a ball hog. People might say I was, but I wasn't. I promise.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, like I played with 2 teammates that also scored 1,000 points.
Damn.
So it's like I wasn't like, there was other people there, so. I just was the one that went to D1. And the other, I think they went D2.
So going into senior year, well, did you already commit junior year? So once you got the offers, like, okay.
So senior year was like, oh my God, I'm going to have so much fun.
So senior year was a little more relaxed?
A little more relaxed, but I was like, okay, like, I just want to go on a good note. Like, I'm the last kid from my family, and, like, my family was respected, and I was like, okay, I just want to go on a good note. Like, yeah, like, and my family legacy. Guess.
I hear that.
Which I'm not trying to be cocky, but like, I took pride in that, to be honest.
Hell yeah. As you
And I
should.
took pride in my sister and my brother being there, and I loved my school. I loved everything about it, and I'm like, I'm gonna go out on a good note, and like, I love the teachers. I love my coaches.
How did it feel to be recognized and win certain accolades?
It was the best feeling ever.
Yeah.
I mean, I like, the attention was great, but like, if I did something wrong, like, my junior year I actually didn't play that well, and
Were you always in your own head in a way, or
like,
any reasons for that?
yeah, because I feel like I've had so many expectations, like, since I started out being a good player in every sport. I had expectations, so if I didn't, like finish out those expectations, I felt like I let people down. And I still feel like that today. Like, especially in college, it's been pretty, it's not rough, but, like, past couple years, like, I haven't played like I used to play. Like, freshman year, everyone knows freshman year, you don't really play that much.
Yep.
Unless you do well and you do the right thing. Freshman year, I didn't. I thought I would play. I got a chance, and then I bricked the 3, and then I never went in again. So
Hey, it happens.
that happened. But I understood my role, and I was just learning college, because college is a lot more fast-paced, especially where I came from, a small public school.
And I'm sure it must feel... Yeah, what is the... I like asking athletes this. How does it feel to go from where you're, like, one of the best, and then everyone else is like you, if not better?
So that's what AU kind of gave me that feeling.
Gotcha.
I completely changed the way I was as a player. AAU, in high school, I was more of like a role player. Or no, I was like the player. Like, I would score, I would do all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Role player now, like, I call myself a role player. I don't know if I really live up to it, but it's like more like rebounding.
Do you embrace it?
Yeah, I do.
Hell yeah.
It's kind of like an Al Horford. That's why I love.
Who doesn't love Al Horford?
Exactly.
I mean, come on.
Rebounding, making sure like you do well on defense.
You do the dirty
box
plays.
out. Yeah,
Everyone you
Hustle,
need that.
like-
Everyone needs that.
like get on the ground, like everything. Like, that's like type of person I am.
Your body
now.
must be banged up, huh?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You ever have any like bad injuries throughout your career?
Actually,
Knock on
thank
wood?
God, knock on wood.
Hell
I
yeah.
actually haven't really gotten injured that bad.
Let's keep it that way.
I mean, in soccer, I've had like 3 concussions.
Oh.
I have a dislocated jaw. You can't really tell, but I have a messed up jaw. 'Cause
Damn.
I knew something happened to my jaw in practice at soccer because a girl bombed it right in front of me,
Ooh.
a ball right to my jaw,
Ooh.
and I heard something, and I couldn't move. I couldn't talk for like an hour.
That must have been terrifying.
And then a couple years later, I got my wisdom teeth out, and they did x-rays. They're like, oh, your jaw's dislocated. I'm like, oh. So
Would you need surgery to fix it?
Someday I will. But sometimes
isn't
I
that what
don't
happened to
really need
Kanye?
to.
And he didn't want surgery? I think that same thing happened to Kanye.
Maybe.
I could be wrong. Don't.
Maybe Kanye got hit. I don't know.
Yeah, no, because he was in a really bad car crash.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, I don't know if you ever saw his documentary. Or
No, I
I
don't.
don't. Do you like Kanye music?
I do like Kanye.
Do you know Through the Wire? Do you know that song?
No.
It's a great song. Yeah, no, in that song, that's actually one of his like really best songs when he was.
Maybe I do. I just don't know
When he
that.
was young, yeah, he had his jaw wired shut. Mm-hmm. He never had the surgery. So like, if you look at Kanye these days, he kind of has like a smug.
He has like a pretty.
It's just his. Well, he's a little chubbier these days, but
Yeah.
like his. You could tell if you really like pay attention. His jaw's like a little, just slightly
That's
altered.
how mine is.
Yeah, and he made a song called "Through the Wire," and the whole song he's rapping like this. You don't realize it until you actually go back and re-listen to
Oh,
it. You could
really?
tell.
Oh, that's
A
pretty cool.
great song, but
That
yeah,
is pretty cool.
he could have had surgery, but he feared that it would have altered his singing and
Oh,
music voice, so he didn't
I
want.
don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I could get a surgery, but it's like not that serious because it doesn't hurt me, but it does like click, like it just constantly is like
Ooh.
in and out, like especially when I eat. But like I'm so used to it now. It's like it happened like 5-6 years ago. I'm like whatever.
Yeah.
But like if you take a picture of me like straight on, like my jaw's like
Oh man.
I think it's this side's like downwards a little
Yeah.
bit more, so like my jaw looks messed up in pictures.
Right.
Only when you take like on the back camera of an
Yeah.
iPhone, but you can't really tell in real person. But yeah, so that's like an injury, but it hasn't really stopped me. I had a hernia, which I had to get surgery for, but it bothers me still to this day. But
Damn.
you can't really do anything about it. So
Yeah.
that's only when I like.
But you're pushing. You're
Yeah,
still here doing your thing.
I'm dragging through the mud right now. It's my senior year. I'm like, let's just.
Are you graduating after? So because your season will be in the spring, right?
Yeah, our season ends in the spring.
Yeah. So you'll be done next
I'll be
May?
done. I do have a 5th year Debating.
Still on the table?
Still on the table. I have to see really how this year goes.
Oh, for sure.
But I'm also just really excited to like start my life. I have a lot of plans after college.
Yeah?
I want to get back into skiing.
You're a skier?
I'm a skier.
Hell
I just
yeah.
haven't skied in like 6 years because of basketball. I didn't want to get hurt.
I saw a crazy video of a woman who was bumping on, she was snowboarding on a mountain, and she was singing "Work" by Rihanna to herself. And in the background, she's just casually re-clicking, like make sure everything's right when it comes to her boots or whatever. Singing along, looking down, starts snowboarding again, and all you see in the background is like a giant bear chasing after her. And it's like if she was not listening to music, that's insane. Yeah. Bears freak me out.
Yeah, no, I've seen a couple black bears.
Have you?
Well, because I've been vacationing. I've vacationed up in Maine. Like, even I think North Conway. I don't know if you know what that is in New Hampshire. It's like a big skiing area. We had like when I was really young, me and my whole entire family went to like, I don't know, somewhere there in the winter for some reason, go skiing. And there was a bear on our front, like, porch. And my brother went out there, and we locked him out of the house.
No.
My cousin did. And he's like, guys, let me in, the bear is coming.
No, I would have, oh my God.
To be honest,
it's too late for you.
I think that's the, People were like, open the door. The parents were all drinking wine. They, like, did not know. All the kids were like, open the door. Like, that's out there.
Insane.
And then, I don't know if the bear was really that close. He claims it was close. But
yeah.
Who knows? He could have been exaggerating. But it was on our porch at some point.
Yeah.
Because we could see it throughout the window.
Are you a big movie person?
I'm a huge movie person.
Have you ever seen The Revenant with DiCaprio? The movie he won his Oscar for?
No.
You might have seen the scene before, because it's one of the greatest scenes I've ever seen in a movie. At least, like, to make it realistic. He gets absolutely obliterated by a bear in the movie. Like, dragged around like he's a chew toy, scratched into his back. You would love the movie. If you like DiCaprio movies.
I do like Leo.
Insane movie. It's based on a true story, too.
Oh, really?
One of the craziest bear attack scenes you'll ever see in a movie.
I don't think I've seen too many bear attacks. Scenes,
no, you haven't.
But that's crazy.
No, you don't. But like, if you were to see one, you'd be like, "This is this is real.
Yeah,
this is insane."
I do like Leo. Obviously, who doesn't like the Titanic?
Saw it recently.
I've seen that. I've seen it way too
for like the
times.
millionth time.
Yeah, exactly.
Great movie.
You watch it every 2 years or something.
It's a
this
it's a classic.
is actually good. I forgot about this scene.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
You ever seen Catch Me If You Can?
Ooh, have I? I feel like I might have.
That's with him and Tom Hanks, where he keeps changing his identity.
Yes, I have.
That is such an underrated movie.
I have. I also saw him as an undercover FBI agent with Mark Wahlberg. What's it called?
The Departed.
The Departed.
Such a good movie.
Such a good movie. I just love my Boston movies. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's good, but I don't really watch like too many of like those action movies. I'm like more. I don't know. Actually, my taste in movies is very different. Like I like everything. Like
we could talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah.
We could chop it about cinematography. Just a little bit of cinema.
I do.
Yeah, I love that. I love that stuff.
I do love. If it's like the thing is, it's like me and books, the same thing. Even though I don't read it all, but like when I was younger, if like a book doesn't like interest me in one sentence, I'm not gonna read it. It's like the movie. If the starting
any author out there, that first sentence better be.
If the first scene is not interesting, like I probably won't watch it. Unless I like heard about it, I'm like, oh, this is what it's about, then I will watch it.
So what if people put you on a show and they're like, just wait after the 5th episode? You just gotta get to like the 6th.
So that's like The Last of Us. I watched the first episode. I was like, no, I couldn't watch it.
Have you ever seen the video game clips or anything?
I have, and I do play video games.
It's one of the best video games ever.
I played
on any list you look up.
Are you sure? Because I played God of War Ragnarok.
Yo, that game is crazy.
And I finished it.
I don't play, so there's certain games where I know I won't play it, but I want to know everything that happens. So I'll just pull up the YouTube cut version to where I don't need to see any of the side stuff, but they play the game like it's a movie. They show all the cutscenes and like the main fights. The God of War games are crazy.
Yes. Me and my brother.
What a shout.
Well, I got a PS5 for Christmas this year.
Hell yeah.
That's like the only thing I asked for.
Oh, add me.
It's either I will.
You gotta play 2K.
See, okay. So the thing about 2K is I play my career and that's it. And then I get sick of my career.
Shout out to Shep Owens.
Yeah. It was so cringe.
I hate the storyline.
The storyline was so bad.
I hate it.
But like the thing is, it's like that's also with video games. Like the same thing. If it doesn't interest me, like God of War was really hard for me to get into. But my brother finished the one before it.
Those games are so hard.
Not what is it, Ragnarok?
Ragnarok, yep.
Yeah, I
like
played
Thor.
that one. That's the only one I played, but my brother played the one before. He's like, you have to play it. Like, you'll like it. You won't understand the storyline that much because you didn't play the one before, but you'll pick up.
You pick it up.
And I was like, okay, I'll try it. And then I started playing. I was like, okay, this is pretty good.
Is Ragnarok, if I'm not mistaken, is that the most recent one? Yeah, because that was the one with Thor, right?
Yeah.
Oh
it
God.
came with the PS5.
Yeah,
that's why
sick.
I played it because my brother helped my mom get the PS5 for me. He's like, oh, get me the God of War one. She'll play it. She'll play it.
Yeah.
But I'm more of like, I actually just downloaded UFC 4.
Oh my
last
God.
night because I only played UFC 3 on the Xbox.
Give everybody the hands. It's like therapy. If you're good at that game.
Yeah. Well, I played online and I suck.
Oh no, people.
I'm
are
usually
assholes
good at
online.
like what I'm usually good at playing video games. Like I will give myself credit for that.
I gotcha.
Like, I like can't with UFC. I get destroyed on there.
No, there's assholes online and they'll just grapple you and take it to the ground.
Yeah,
and you just
I
keep
can't
spamming the
grapple.
control. I can't either.
It's like, can we not do that?
Yeah, it's annoying. Let's just spar.
I played last night and I kind of got a little bored with it, but I started my career
for 2K.
For UFC. You can do a career mode.
That's right, you can.
So I tried it and it was alright.
You can just give yourself a 99 overall.
How do you?
Character
I don't
and
even know. Oh, you pick one.
No, you can actually go to like the customization settings or whatever and just make it 99.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't even
Try
know
it. Try it out
See,
sometime.
what
It's
game
fun.
would do that though? Because in 2K you can't do that. You have to
No,
buy, you have to buy.
They've
Taken
game.
my money way too many times.
They empty my pockets, man.
Because I'm like,
So
if
I'm
this
saving
was,
for.
I was like, if my guy's really good, I'll have so much more fun. And then I like
That's
spend
the point.
like $50.
That's where video games
and
get
he
you.
still is like an overall 82, and I'm like, okay,
those pay to win games or those pay to upgrade games, like those games are video games, whether you realize it or not, they're
smart.
They give kids gambling rushes, man. Like packs and like Ultimate Team for soccer or My Team in 2K.
Yeah.
It's ugly.
Well, do you play like Call of Duty at all?
Not as much, but
really?
I've played my fair share.
I got MW2. Mm-hmm. I think that's the newest one.
Because they remastered it.
Yeah. So I got that.
I don't know if they have online for it though, do they?
They do.
Do they?
So I'm pretty like I don't understand Call of Duty because there's so many different ones that people play now.
Yeah.
Like I only play MW2 and like gun game is that's my game.
That's your forte?
That's my forte. So I play gun game like all the time. I like ranked play. Have you heard of that? The ranked play?
Of course.
Yeah. I like that, but like I get so bored of it. I'm like, okay, I won.
Yeah, that's my thing.
I've won so many times and like obviously I'm not gonna be the best rank in the world, so it's like we're like not even close to anything. So I'm like, what's the point of like doing it? But
I know a lot of people that are obsessed with COD. Like they sweat, they yell over it.
People! Oh my god!
I just can't really get into it as much.
I've gotten called so many.
Yeah.
Like they hear I'm a girl, they're like, oh, they just come after me.
Do you ever go in a game chat? So you talk to like random people?
Well, I just talk over the like, cause you know the controller has a mic in it.
Yep.
And like I go on ranked play, and they're like, okay, where are we going? And I'm like, oh, like let's go to B. And then they're like, oh, this is a girl. Like some people are like really cool with it, but then some people are like,
oh yeah,
oh, like of course, like we're gonna lose now. I'm
that's
like,
crazy.
Okay, that's offensive.
That's
but,
OD.
But thank you.
Yeah,
like,
thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah. Then the little kids are on there, and they're just.
Oh my god, little kids are crazy.
They're just
I've been
dropping F-bombs.
Oh yeah, it's wild.
Slurs, and I'm like, okay.
I've been back on the Fortnite wave. Dude, it's popping right now.
They've done so many things to that game. Like I can't even keep up with it.
It's really good right now, though. There's times where I'll take breaks and get back. It's pretty popping right now.
There was one time
they have no build mode. It's dope.
There was one time where there was like this cloud where you can like shoot down on people.
Like, that's insane.
And I was like, no, I can't play it. Like, that's like you like ride a cloud and like there's a huge light beam. I'm like, I can't do all these add-ons or something. I can't.
Yeah, I remember during COVID they had the Travis Scott and Ariana Grande concerts. Those were incredible.
Yeah.
I was saying, first of all, Fortnite, if God willing you're listening, which I doubt, like any CEO, you could be making, and you better pay me for this idea, by the way, because I doubt you guys are talking about this, because clearly I'm the only one. If they just did a concert a month with like imagine if they had a Drake Fortnite concert or like The Weeknd.
Don't they have to get like Drake on there? Like, don't they? Have to
but like if I'm Drake, like everyone would make money. Everyone would get the Drake skin. Who wouldn't want a certified lover boy skin? Millions of people. I'm not saying I would.
I don't know if I would. I'd rather get The Weeknd's.
No, me too. The Weeknd would be fire in Fortnite.
Dawn FM.
Exactly.
Him in the red suit. That one right there. The one in the red suit.
Yeah, that nice little after hours suit.
Yeah, after hours.
Yeah, I was saying because Ariana Grande, the track, like those were successes. Everybody was on Fortnite to see those.
I remember that. There was a huge thing of Ariana Grande, right?
They were so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, singing and stuff. They played all the top hits. It was so cool. Yeah, but video games are a wave. So I'm assuming you bring your PS5 to your dorm?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
How's the connection on campus? Solid?
Well, I'm not on campus. I'm off campus.
Well, for the house where you're at then.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I actually get mad because, like, now I pay for Wi-Fi, so I got, like, somewhat of a better thing. But last year I didn't. I wasn't on Wi-Fi. Like, I was on the Wi-Fi, but I didn't pick the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So my room's like a dead spot. So I could never play Call of Duty. I could never, like, do anything online.
So you get no online connection?
So, like, sometimes I couldn't. So I would just... I actually was really into PGA, which is the golf.
Yep.
And, like, you can win, like, the Masters or, like, PGA Tour. And I was so into that. So I was, like, usually playing that, UFC, NHL, my career.
Nice little chill. I was just fighting everyone in that game.
I actually just bought the 24.
Yeah?
Pre-sale.
How was it?
Well, you
or
can't...
It just pre-order?
Yeah, I pre-ordered.
Gotcha.
Which I didn't know when I bought it. I bought it yesterday.
Oh, so you expected to play it right away?
Yeah, and I was like, it doesn't come out until October 1st.
Yeah.
I was like, I just spent $100. It was $100.
Well, you must have bought
I bought the noon.
with like all the bonus stuff.
Yeah.
Dang.
I didn't mean to either.
Yeah. Well, you already bought it. Might as well.
I didn't mean to buy it pre-order, and I didn't mean to buy the $100 one. But I did, and I'm excited. But because NHL is like one of my favorite games.
It's even if you're not a hockey fan,
even
it's
if
a very
you're not,
good game.
it's like even online, like the people that it's good.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's like something I would play like when I didn't have connection. But now I do, so we're good.
Yeah, look at that. So yeah, just sports and video games. Hell yeah.
That's basically what I do.
So, for me, it's my last semester. For you, second to last. Mm-hmm. You and I are both comm majors. Mm-hmm. What made you end up picking communications?
I heard it was the easiest. Also, I have no idea what I want to do with my life.
Thank you. Me neither.
So I heard like communications is very like broad.
You don't get pigeonholed. Is what I heard. Like you can get into like lots of different things.
Like nurse. Like I'm not gonna be a nurse. Like I'm not gonna go to nursing major because I don't know what I want to do. Like, you know what I mean? Like
exactly.
Communications like you can do obviously, but like
you don't want to be an accounting major and be stuck with just
no. And
numbers.
I didn't want to do like phys ed or something. I was actually thinking about that, but like I was like I would be expected to like go into something like with physical education or like training or physical training or something. I was like I actually don't know what I want to do because I'm graduating and like if I don't take my 5th year, like I don't want to be like, oh, you have to get a job in this certain department. You have to get a job in this certain department. So communications is like very broad. Like you can go into any
on a scale
business.
On a scale of 0 to 10, how much do you enjoy being active?
Active?
Yeah, like doing stuff, like moving around.
I cannot sit in my house like all day. I have to be moving. Like I have to have things planned.
Why not go to the military?
See, now that's a good point.
Benefits.
That's what okay, so
never too late.
This is actually in high school. This is what I was saying. I was like, if I don't commit anywhere, I'm either going to the military.
What branch?
I'd rather probably do Army.
Oh yeah, my brother's in the Army.
Army, yeah. My grandfather was in the Marines.
My brother was Marines, then transferred to the Army.
Oh, really?
So, hoorah.
So my grandfather was a Mariner. And then, so I was like, okay, like, some of my family's been in it. My other grandfather was in it. And, like, I don't know what I think he was a Navy SEAL.
SEAL's, like, whew. Like, you ever see David Goggins stuff? Do you know who that is?
No.
The really skinny, shredded, bald black guy who's always yelling, like, get off your ass and do something?
No.
You've never seen him?
No.
I read his book. It was really good. But, yeah.
To be honest, I don't know if he was something. Okay. I don't really know exactly.
Because Navy SEALs is, like, that's Call of Duty.
Yeah. Basically.
Like, you ever play the campaigns?
Yes.
That's, like, Price.
Yeah.
Soap.
Yep.
Ghost.
Soap. Yeah.
Soap.
Gope.
Yep.
Ghost.
Yep. Those are Navy SEAls.
So, I've had a couple in my family, so I was like, okay, like, how badass would it be if I went into the mail? Like, that would be badass. And also, like, I actually, like, take pride in my country. Like,
hell yeah.
Love America. But I actually do take pride. And because of my grandfathers, like, they both were in it. Rest in peace to both of them now. But, like, exactly.
I mean, that was a horrible salute. My brother would have probably, if he's watching, he'd be so mad. But
It's okay.
Hell yeah.
I actually went to...
Salute the troops.
Yeah. Respect them, please.
Respect them, absolutely.
And I respect them. And, like, I like know people who have like passed away, like my mom's friend, like a lot of people I've known. So like, it was like maybe I'll do that, you know, like it will give me schedule give me a purpose.
Everything that you need.
I will have pride,
camaraderie,
even more pride for my country, and like and I get to protect country, and I think that's pretty badass, to be honest. Like
probably repay you for anything that you
I see like anyone, yeah, exactly. If I see anyone in the Army, military, I'm like, wow, like they're badass. Like they're so cool.
When I went to Paris Island, which is where you graduate. There's like 2 boot camps for the Marines. One of them's in South Carolina. Yeah. I went there. All I knew was Connecticut at the time, and I went there. Yeah. It is hot.
Yep.
It was just like going to, like, if there was hell on earth in this country, like that's the perfect place to like have a boot camp to really just ripping up. I saw, and the crazy thing is you see all the different phases of where people are at in the stages. So like you see people that just got there, the night before, freshly buzzed heads, they're freaking out.
Yeah.
And then you see people, because it's like a 3-month thing, you see people that'll have like a week left, and they look as confident as hell. They're all chiseled and freaking, like you can tell they've just seen some shit. Ripped. They've done some shit. And I'm walking around, and I'm thinking, oh my God, this is where I'm going to be. Because like, I didn't know what I wanted to do. That was going into my senior year of high school. But yeah, like it really, you feel the pressure.
Yeah.
You're like, this is... You could just smell excellence. Insane. But seems like military has all the things that you dig.
Yeah.
And could do. Why not? You get your degree, so that's already taken care of them. Boom.
I just don't want to... I don't know if I want to be that far away from my family for that long, like, really.
Yeah.
I don't want to miss out, because parents are getting older, sister and brother, they're still in their 20s.
Right.
I want to, like, have... Like, the thing is, with these past 4 years, like, college, like, I did not get... Like, I had a college experience, but, like, not, like a normal college experience. Like, I had a tough schedule, especially being in winter sport. Like, our season is... Well, I was actually here for a month.
Yep.
In July.
Yeah, I heard you guys...
You
guys practice. Y'all were going in, man.
Yeah, we do
Same with the
summer
boys.
sessions.
Damn.
We do summer sessions, which is all not all conditioning, but like
you're
getting
working
into the flow.
Yeah,
that's hard. Everything about being an athlete's hard. Like, it doesn't come easy, and like I feel like that's the one thing like people don't really understand. Like, we have expectations of ourselves that like with ourselves, and then we have expectations of our parents, expectations of our coaches, expectations of like staff, and like other athletes too. Like, so we have a lot of expectations, and like it's a lot sometimes, and like people don't really understand that. So like when I leave college, like I want to relax. I want to like, do what I like. I do want to, like, I love basketball, and I've been wanting to play basketball, and like this is my last year, and I'm gonna go all for it. But like after this, I just want to like do what makes me happy.
Absolutely.
Go skiing. I'm a fish. I like fishing. I'm gonna go fishing. Like, I'm gonna go to the beach. I'm gonna have my full summer, and like get started. And I love making money. I love working. So like I can't wait to like actually get like a job and like figure out what I want to do with my life.
Right.
And
I think over time you'll figure that out. Day by day, slowly gravitate towards the things that you want to do and be a... Yeah.
And I don't want to be stressed. Like, I want to have like... I want to be relaxed. And I'm not saying I want to live with my parents forever. I just want to like get like to where like I'm like, okay, now what do I do?
You know what you should do? Not should. I hate saying should.
What I could.
Don't use that word. Yeah, what you could do.
Yeah.
Don't use should. Don't tell people what to do.
Yeah.
What you could do, once you get your degree, and let's say you're fully like, yeah, I'm not coming back for a 5th year, you just take the year. You make money however you can.
Yeah, I mean, I have a job at home.
Oh, yeah. Ice cream, right?
Ice cream.
Hell yeah.
So.
What's the best ice cream flavor at your shop?
My personally, I think it's either the black raspberry soft serve or Moose Tracks.
Oh, Moose Tracks is solid.
Yeah, Moose Tracks.
I'm a cookies and cream guy.
Yeah. That's pretty good. If you put peanut butter sauce on it.
I've never done that.
It's actually
I can't really eat ice cream like that too much because I've been doing, I don't know if you've ever heard of the 75 hard.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
That's what I've been doing.
You're doing that?
I'm on day 30.
Wow.
I'm
good
dying.
For you.
No,
I've
like
heard
I'm dying.
That is absolutely...
No, like I'm dying.
Yeah. That makes you want to like...
You're witnessing a man die on camera.
Like you can't drink,
Yeah.
you can't...
Well, I don't really drink like that anyways.
Well, you can't...
I'll drink wine, but no drinking, no smoking.
No smoking.
No, you're supposed to diet. I
Yeah.
meal prep. I'm not doing it like to the T.
Yeah, okay.
I'm doing everything but the diet, but I still meal prep. But I'm not eating candy. I'm not eating cookies and cake.
Yeah. That's
Gallon of water a day, which I always try and stay on top of. 10 pages of reading a day. 45 minutes of exercise indoors and outdoors every day, rain or shine.
That's tough.
75 straight days. So I'm on day 30. I have to, when we're done here, I'm going to go on my foot. I do the walk because it's really taxing in the long run. So I'll walk the 45, and then I'd be waking up at like 5 a.m. and I'll do my workout at Planet right down the street, and then go to work or do whatever it is I have to do for the day, and then do this, and then walk to end out the day.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've heard that's really hard.
It's very hard.
To you, like that's.
It's very hard.
Like to have the determination. To do
I just kind of like you said, with back when I was in high school, I did football, and that's like a year-long commitment because you always have to stay in shape for that. You can never be in enough shape for football. And once that was done, I kind of lost my identity and purpose in a way.
Yeah.
And I think that's something we all go through. But for you, what helps so much is being an athlete kind of keeps you away from getting too off the bender when it comes to that. Because, like, you're still part of a team.
Yeah, exactly.
You still have, like, coaches guiding you, which is, like, so great. It's, like, a blessing in disguise. So, for me, like, I knew I wasn't going to be a D1 athlete or anything. So, as much as I still have love for, like, sports and I still pay attention to them, so mentally I'm still there, but physically you're not. So, you kind of get in limbo. And after this semester that we just finished, I really just, like, was like, this is what I know I need to do.
Yeah.
Not want, like, I need to start taking shit serious again. So that's kind of what I've been doing. To kind of also, because I hear that the more you take care of your physical health, that also helps with the mental aspect.
Yeah.
The sharper you are mentally, the better decisions you can make that could possibly help someone like you say, you know what, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
And you're confident with it, and it's like, whoa. Whereas, let's say you're, like, slugging around, out of shape, eating like crap, your brain's not. So, that's kind of there's to it, but, yeah, let's say you just work for the year, make bread for the ice, you're laying low, but you're, like, figuring out what you want to do, and let's say one day you're like, yeah, I'll go to the military, sounds dope, or you're like, yeah, I'll go work here. I'm not saying you would, but, like,
maybe, we'll see.
As time goes on, you kind of realize what your identity is, or, like, what you want to try and what you don't.
And I also kind of want to, like, start my life early.
Yeah?
That makes sense, like, not saying, like, this is going to happen, but, like, in the perfect world, like, I would want to settle down maybe with someone, like, mid-20s, early 20s, like, start a life, like, late 20s, like, with, like, a house and a family, like, and, like, in my own job. Like, I kind of want to start it early, so I'm, like...
Yeah.
I want to, like, if I have an extra year of basketball, like, it's a blessing. Like, a lot of people don't get this opportunity that I'm getting. But I don't need my master's. I mean,
You don't think so?
I don't think I really need it. Like, it's a free, like, grad school, so it's like, why wouldn't you ever take it? But, like...
It could help.
It could help.
So here's how it could help. You taking the extra year, as much as classes might suck.
I mean, it's not even that. It's like...
Yeah. But you hear me out. Because that's what I'm doing. It, in a way, buys you more time. I know you said you want to settle down.
Yeah.
But if you still don't know what you want to do, at least you're getting, like, an even higher status.
Yeah.
So, like, it can help you get into an even better job or make even more. Whatever the case is.
Yeah.
It could help. There's more
also, like,
more help than hurt.
I don't know if I want to say goodbye to basketball yet. So that's, like, another thing. It's, like, basketball's been my life, literally been a part of my life, it has been a part of my life the whole time. So it's, like, am I ready to say goodbye to it? Like, am I ready to play my last game this year?
Do you meditate?
Not a lot.
I have to, like, meditate on that. Or, like, go fishing somewhere and just sit by the lake and just think about it.
That's the thing, like, fishing like, I just want to be relaxed.
Yeah.
And, like...
You'll know.
I'll know...
You'll know when the time comes.
I'll either know by the middle of the year or by the
You'll be
end
sitting
of the
on a chair by the end of one of your games like this. And you'll have the death stare. Like, just staring out. And then you're going to be like, I'm done. Or you're going to be like, oh, I'm running this shit back.
Exactly.
And then we'll all see the infamous Leonardo DiCaprio post from you that's going to say, I'm not leaving.
Or it'll be like,
I'm sorry, farewell. It's been real.
It's a tough choice because it's just like, then again, I don't. Like you said, it's going to buy time if I do take another year.
Yeah.
But
You'll know.
I also have, like, a couple things I have lined up that I might want to do. Like, I might, like, I was thinking about, like, I've been really into boats when I was younger. And, like...
You're into a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
That's good.
My brother used to tie boats for the boardwalk near my house. And, like,
I hear that's good money.
Yeah, he used to make a bank. But I'm not saying that's what I'm going to do for my life. But, like, I'm just saying, like, I'm not going to tie boats forever. But
yeah.
I'm really into, like, yachting. And, like, I don't know if you've seen, like, the show Below Deck.
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's so good. It's about, like, basically the crew on a super yacht, like, taking charters. Like, famous people, rich people come onto the boat and have, like...
That sounds like a
3-day vacation.
Yeah.
And the people that are working on the boat are called, like... A stewardess is, like, the girls' interior who do all the food, do all the placemats, and, like, the interior. And then there's the deckhands that are, like, tying the boats, doing all the anchors and everything. And, like, I've always, like... I've watched that show for, like, 5-7 years now, and I'm like, oh my god, that would be like a dream to go travel across the world,
find a way
on a huge super yacht and work on it. And they make good money, not great money. They probably make like $80K a year to $100K a year.
Hey,
anything above 40, 30,
yeah,
I'm like okay with.
But
that's
that
the
sounds
thing,
like a good gig.
Like that's
Try
like
it.
what I'm like. I would just have to go to school, like not school, but I would just have to go to like, I would have to work on a yacht for a couple of years, and I would have to like get trained.
What's stopping you?
Exactly. Like, that sounds like a dream to me. And I've always been on the water. I mean, I don't surf or anything, but, like...
The hardest part from what I've learned, and I'm not going to act like I'm an expert or anything, about doing anything is just starting.
Yeah.
Or just making that one call.
That's the hardest
Sending
thing.
that one message.
As easy as it sounds, it's probably the hardest thing.
It is.
You're like, I don't know. It sounds out of reach. Like...
Yeah.
But maybe I will. I don't know. I was talking to my parents about that. And, like, I've lived on... an ocean my whole life, and I'm like, why not? It's like kind of like
I'm excited to see what path you end up taking.
I know,
like
there's
the whole
so
plan
many
for
different
you.
paths. Then there's the other path of owning this ice cream shop.
Is that a path?
It could be a path because I know
that sounds like a vibe too.
My boss is like, I want to retire in like 5-6 years, and he's like, I need someone I can trust. And he didn't really say that. That's like what he's saying, and I'm like, he's like, you have to be here until I retire. I'm like, what? Like. The people I work with are, like, 15 years old. Like, I'm the oldest one there. Like, it's an ice cream shop.
Yeah.
It's like a high school job.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm still there, about to graduate college, and I'm still there. And he's like, oh, yeah, like, take it off my hands. Like, you run it. I'm like, I don't know if I can. He makes good money, too. Like, I'm guessing he does because I've just seen him, his house. And
I mean, hey,
it's only open.
You
it's
take
a seasonal,
over.
Though.
Is it?
So I would have to work all throughout the summer. And then in the winter...
But you can't go boating in the winter.
Well, I can go on vacation. I can go anywhere I want in the winter. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, oh, that's like...
That sounds like a pretty damn good plan.
Have my own business.
Only the summer. Everything else, you're just traveling.
And he seems pretty well off because he has, like, a daughter in college.
Damn.
And he's like, oh, like... She goes to UVM, which is a pretty expensive school.
Yeah.
And, like, we live in Massachusetts, so it's like... You don't get in-state or anything, and he's paying for that, and, like, he has a family, and he has a nice house, he has a nice truck, and
Does he seem happy?
Yeah, I mean, he's always stressed, because that place is stress. Yeah. There's so much to go into, and as weird as it sounds, there's a lot to go into an ice cream shop, or any business, you know, like, he's the only boss. He doesn't have any managers or anything, so he manages that whole entire
If you hypothetically take over, I mean, you just pay someone to help you out.
My mom's like, oh, I'll help you. I'm like, I'm like, okay. Yeah. But that's, like, there's so many different paths I can go down that I've been offered already. And, like, my cousin, he's making a lot of money right now, and he's only 27, 28. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to say it, but, like, he's pretty well off now because he started a company where they buy units, like houses, like this unit. Like, say, like, they bought this, and they'd flip them.
Oh, real estate?
Yeah, and sell them. And he makes a lot. He does it all. And
if you do it right, they make those people.
He's been
really
doing it right. And
That's
he's
awesome.
Like, and my brother, like, I think my brother's going to start, like, investing in his, like start, like, and I'm
Sick.
like, oh, maybe I can, like, go into that too. So
good for you guys. Good for the fam. Generational wealth.
That was so random though, because my cousin, like, he was a PA, and he didn't like it, and you know how much work it takes. That's like,
for sure.
That's like an extra like 3 years of schooling, and he did that, and he was PA making good money, and then now he quit. Now he does real estate, and he does flip houses, and he buys units, and he's making a lot more money. And he's, like, living the life now, and he works from home. And I'm like, wow, like, you can really do anything you want to do. Like, it's like, maybe I'll invest in that. not invest. I don't really have money to invest in, but like you know what I mean? Like
Pressure creates diamonds.
yeah.
Know that.
Mm-hmm.
So when the time comes, you'll know.
Yeah,
You'll
just,
figure it
like,
out. You clearly have lots of options.
Exactly.
Just to make a pros and cons list of all these things that you just named.
But also, I don't want to worry about it right now because I just want to enjoy my senior year.
Yeah, worry about your season. Worry about school.
There's a lot more to worry
about. Your people.
Yeah.
That's all. Right now,
number one.
You're on chapter 5 of like a 90 chapter book. All right, just one page at a time.
Yeah, and like I want to.
You'll know.
And like my sister, like, actually another path. Is like my sister lives in Somerville, which is outside of Boston.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a 10-minute drive into Boston. So she basically lives in Boston. And there's an opening in her apartment next year. She's like, you can come live with me. So I can go live in Boston next year. I'm like... Maybe
make a few calls, somehow work for the Celtics,
yeah.
Then become an intern, and then eventually become the GM.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how well I would do that, but like...
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's just so many options that I feel like people have, and they, like... They don't like. I don't know what I want to do still.
Are you religious at all?
In some sense, I like when we were younger, we were more religious, and like my my grandfather was like he was something in the church. He went to church every morning, every morning, and like he bought me the whole kit when I got my first communion, like the whole rosemary beads and everything. And, like, we're like somewhat religious, but like in my own sense, like yes, like I am, but. Not like I'm not
like hardcore.
Not hardcore. Like I don't go to church.
But like, do you believe in a higher power?
Yeah, of course.
So do you believe that everything happens for a reason?
Oh yeah.
Do you believe that there's a plan?
Yeah.
Like everyone has a plan.
I feel like everyone does have a plan.
Trust the process.
Exactly, and that's
how you gotta
the thing.
do.
And like
the stars will align.
Yeah, and I hope I'm on the right track right now.
I'm sure you are.
And
you seem like you're doing very well for yourself. The things that we're talking about, hope you know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. Find ways to put myself in those positions or like find the right conversation. You're already at the restaurant. You have the whole buffet in front of you right now. It's just a matter of what you want to eat.
Exactly.
For me, I'm trying to find the buffet.
Yeah.
You know, like you're doing well for yourself.
I'm very grateful and lucky that like I have somewhat.
But you seem very deserving of it.
Yeah, like which
is good.
Like, it's like you gotta work for like what you want.
Hell yeah.
And, like, I feel like every athlete has. And so I've learned from that. I'm like, you got to work for, like, what you want. And, like, that's either putting extra time in the gym or, like, I don't know, like, investing in something. Like, you know, it's, like, all in the same. Yeah. It's in the same. Like,
got to put in the effort.
Yeah, it just goes the same way for everything. And, like, I just.
You get what you put in.
Yeah, and I'm glad my parents raised me the way I am because they've taught me that and, like, so much basketball and everything. So I'm very grateful for that, all that kind of stuff. So.
Before I let you go, and this has been phenomenal. I'm not gonna, because you and I have had a few classes together, but
yes, we have.
You know how college classes are. People kind of just mind their own business.
Yeah,
get in, get out.
I just blank out every class.
No, I mean you clearly fit the mold of the communication major.
Yeah, I really am.
For sure, that's awesome.
Definitely just go for the.
We might have a class together this semester, possibly.
I just got an email for one of them yesterday. Health communications and health or something.
Nah, I ain't taking that one.
I also went to art class, but
yeah,
I'm kind of excited for that.
Yeah, that's what's up. Do you have any expectations for this upcoming season for basketball that you want to say and declare or anything?
I mean, we got a new coach. I don't know if you knew that.
I actually did know that. Nah, I didn't remember until you brought that up.
Yeah, so we got a new coach.
That's fun.
So it's going to be a completely different year this year. Mm-hmm. Things are going to be run a different way. And we've already seen it because we went there in the summer, so we already know what's expected. And it's exciting, but I'm a little stressed. Like I know what she expects from us, but like you don't know until you're in the practices and you're in the games and how everything goes. And like I'm excited. Like it's a new year, new coach, and like possibly my last year, so go out with a bang, I guess. Just like try and like get it done, and I hope we'll definitely be better this year. Just
out of curiosity, and I ask every athlete this: how do you feel the support has been for you guys specifically, your team on campus when it comes to sports, when it comes to the home games?
To be honest,
you can be honest.
There are some people that actually show up. Like, I mean, we haven't.
I'm saying like the D1 standards,
Yeah.
or to like someone like you, where you're like, I want people to support us.
Oh, so like, there's obviously not a lot of people at our games, but there are athletes that show up and some parents,
Which I do love.
which we do love, and we appreciate every single one of them.
Yes.
And like, women's basketball hasn't really had like a name for themselves on campus. Like, we don't go to people's games. Like, we do, but like, you don't really see us. Like, people like women's basketball. Like, we don't put ourselves out there, or we haven't in the past couple of years, and we haven't been good. We haven't had a winning record in like 15 years. So it's like, we're not really talked about, or we're not really seen on campus.
Yeah.
So this year, I feel like we will be, like, we got a new coach, like, everything, and she's a great coach, and I feel like now, like, this is the year to be, like, this is going to be women's basketball this year.
Hell yeah.
And, like, back to the stands thing, like, I feel like it's going to be a lot more full this year. Because, like, new coach, like, new excitement, new players, like, everyone's, like, expecting us to have a good year, and I feel like we will.
Yeah, that sounds dope.
Like, yeah, I feel like women's basketball is, like, going to be put more, like, on the stage a little bit, because some sports here always have been good, and everyone knows, like, everyone goes to their games. Like, football, everyone goes to a football game.
Yeah.
But, like, women's soccer has been really good. Like, they've done what they needed to do to be good, and creds to them. They had a 4P, too. So creds to them. So, like, people go to I go to their games, but I also go to their games because I like soccer. So, like,
right.
But I feel like some people go to their games because, like, oh, they're good, like, you know? And, like, I feel like this is our time. Like, people come to our games. People do support. Like, we have friends.
Hell yeah.
Like, I know, like, some soccer girls come to our games. The whole football team was at our game. I wasn't, but I was, like, I'm not sure if they were, like, mandatory to go.
Yeah.
Because they have a new coach, too, so. But that's the thing, like, us being seen, like, we need to go to more people's games for them to come to ours, which we don't.
It's all about building connections.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And, like, I feel like with our new coach, like, that's going to be an expectation.
I think this campus is slowly finding ways to somehow be a little more cliquey in a good way.
Yeah.
I hope that's what I'm trying to do.
I mean,
with
the athletes
this.
are always been cliquey, I feel like. I mean, like,
that's what I've been trying to do with this.
Yeah.
Trying to, like,
exactly.
get people to know the athletes. And
yeah, and I feel like,
yeah.
I have friends that aren't athletes, but, like, one or two of them. But I feel like most athletes don't have, because your friends are your team, or other athletes.
Yeah.
Especially when you live off campus. Like, I live off campus with soccer and lacrosse girls.
Mm.
So I'm friends with soccer and lacrosse now.
Yeah.
Not, like, best friends, but, like, I know them now. And, like, I'll go to lacrosse games now, and maybe they'll come about. Like, you know, it's like...
Yeah, no, tell them.
It's a big connection.
Tell your teammates to start building those connections in the classroom. Like, even if you get assigned to, like, some random person in a group assignment.
Yeah.
Just, like... Because, like,
Talk.
but, like, yeah, that's the thing. I feel that a lot of the athletes I've talked to, and I just kind of get the vibe. They, like you said, your friends are your teammates, and you just kind of mind your own business in the sense.
Yeah.
And the thing is I know how people work. I know how people think. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to act like I'm an expert. I've done this long enough, sort of, to where I think I get the vibe. I think it just takes people to, like, open up. You just gotta be comfortable around one another.
I mean,
and once that happens, then you're like, oh, this person's kind of dope. And then something as small as that, it's like, oh, maybe I'll go to a game. Mm-hmm. Then you get enough of those. Enough of those maybes rather than nothing at all. Then you turn those in your favor.
It definitely would be a benefit if people were more.
Hell yeah.
But I feel like people are just, like, they mind their own business. You know, that's just... Some athletes, like, they're just like, we already go through enough. Like, we mind our own business. Like,
yeah.
Especially, like, Central, like, not to shit on Central, but, like, we're not, like, a prestigious, like, smart school. Like, we're not, like, a Big Ten school. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like...
It's better to try than not at all, though.
Yeah, I know. I agree with you. But, like...
You guys work too hard to not get enough love. Any sports group,
that. But, like, I feel like, people in the classroom, like, people are just like, oh, it's just class. Like, this is Central Connecticut. Like, I don't care if I don't participate. I don't care if I don't go to class. Like, some athletes don't go to class, and, like, the coaches don't pick up on that.
That sounds like a glass half empty, though.
Yeah.
Try the glass half full approach from now on. See if it works in your favor.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, law of attraction. The more things you want and, like, try to speak about and want, like, hell yeah, we want fans to go to our games.
Yeah.
The greater chance it is happening rather than staying quiet. And I don't know, if you're one of Alli's teammates, I mean, come on. Let's do something.
No, yeah, like...
Let this fall semester, spring semester, let's get some fireworks going.
And, like, especially, like, if we have like our teammates in the same class. Like,
Yeah.
we're not gonna be talking to anyone else. But I don't actually have a lot of
Yeah.
one other team of mine is a communications major, so it's like we had like one class together so far, but like I'm mostly in a class with people I don't really know.
Yeah.
So like I have to.
I hear that.
Cause like in the nonverbal, we had to talk to each other. Like
that class was crazy.
I actually kind of enjoyed it though.
No, it was good.
It was a good class.
It was good, but
liked
like
the
for like the
professor.
exams,
Oh
dude,
yeah.
I was sweating.
The first exam that was bad.
I was down bad on that one.
But then the second one wasn't bad. Or the third one. No, there's only 2, right?
There's only 2.
Yeah, the final I actually did okay on. But didn't we have like a big paper too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had 3 15-page papers.
Yeah, last semester was my toughest. That's why
Yeah,
I'm
same.
just smelling the roses.
Thank you, because like that's how I feel.
This
like,
upcoming semester is gonna be so like.
how many classes do you have?
4, and then that's it.
Me too.
Yep, just 4, and I'm chilling.
4, and then I don't know how much I'm gonna have. Well, I have to technically have a certain amount of credits to play basketball, so like
I might have to take 4
I'm
again.
probably gonna have to take 4, yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, like I could be done with school after this year, and I'm not like the biggest. Like I do my work and I get B's and A's, but like
Yeah.
I'm not like into school like some people are.
Yeah, just go. I don't want to say go. Yeah, just go with the flow. I'm not gonna say just go with the motions.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, just go with the flow, and you'll.
Finish out this year.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do.
Do what makes me happy. And we'll
Do
see.
what makes you happy.
And if it's me saying goodbye to basketball makes me happy, I don't know if it's going to yet because literally we haven't even started the year yet.
Yeah,
so
just wait for practices and
we'll see.
certain games.
See how I feel. Also, going back to injuries, I actually have an elbow injury that I don't know what's gonna happen to it. So it's like that's also a big thing. Like I have something in my elbow that they don't know what it is yet.
Oh man.
And I got an MRI on it, and I've been in Massachusetts lately, so I'm just waiting for the call for them to tell me what it is.
Well, let's hope that it's nothing.
Well, hope it's nothing crazy, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's anything major. I think it's minor that they just have to take out, and that'll be good.
I'm sure you'll be okay.
Yeah, knock on wood.
Yeah.
But other than that, just going with the flow.
You seem like you're in a really good spot. That makes me happy.
I'm stressed, to be honest.
But
for
it
this.
seems like a good stress though.
It's like a good stress. Like I, need to get I've been trying to get my shit together.
Let's just let this semester get
season.
underway.
Yeah.
Figure things out one day at a time.
Being at home was tough though, like trying to stay in shape because there's so many distractions. So that's why I'm here early. So I'm trying to get my shit together this week.
That's awesome.
Try and
The
get ready.
key to anything, from what I've learned doing this damn challenge, is discipline and consistency. Which
is the hardest thing.
Which is the hardest thing and is the number one flaw of any person.
Yeah.
Is probably those 2 things.
Yeah.
If you just find a way, as tired as you are, as stressed as you are, overwhelmed, whatever the case may be, if you just keep showing up, do whatever it is you do in a good way, stars will align. Everything works itself out. You just got to keep showing up.
Yep. That's the goal.
That's the goal.
That's what I'm about to go do after this. Gotta go work out.
That's awesome.
But yeah.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, let's wrap this thing. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I probably could have talked to you for another 5 hours.
Yeah, probably.
I think we've gone for almost 2 hours.
Really? I gotta go to the gym.
Yeah.
Supposed to be there at 5.
Yeah, we'll get you out of here by then. I told you I was gonna ask you 3 things before we started. Mm-hmm. Let's fire away. Favorite TV show or movie, or one to recommend? And it could be one of each if you want.
This is hard because I watch a lot of stuff because I have a lot of downtime.
Yeah.
But so favorite TV show, I think The Handmaid's Tale.
There's a book on that, right?
Yeah, it is a book, but it was turned into a TV show.
And it was good?
It was so good, but it's also really long. So, to be honest, I got tired of it after 5 seasons. But
it's worth it?
It's worth it. It's basically just about this woman, living in our time now, gets captured by this weird government. I don't even know how to put it, and is put back into this different society where women are only made to bear children, or to clean and cook, or basically do whatever there's a husband of the house.
So back to a sexist time.
Yes, I don't even know what time you'd call it, but there's a house wife and a husband, and they own the house and they own you, and you have to do everything they say. You have to bear his child.
Whoa.
You have to go to the grocery store. You can't speak, like, you can't. You have to keep in line.
Does it have to do with, like, she's trying to break free from all of it? Oh, that sounds like crazy plot.
And she got pulled away from her daughter and her husband.
I'm putting that on my list.
Yeah, she got.
Nah, that sounds crazy.
But it's like gruesome. Like, people get hung if they don't do the right thing. Like, you get a finger chopped off if you aren't ladylike. You get an ear chopped off if you're not anything.
That sounds like a
And they kind of have their own
crazy
lingo
story.
too. Like, they like renamed her, and her name's like Off Red.
That's insane.
And like they wear these red gowns, and they walk to the grocery store all together. They have to like look straight, like they can't.
Whoa.
There's guards everywhere. Like, it's like it's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's like good. Like, she tries to escape, and like, yeah, it's pretty good.
It sounds like it.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the person that wrote the book is like an all-time, like, I forget her name. You would know the name. She's like an all-time like bestseller or something.
I'm about to put that on my books on red too, honestly, because that sounds. Yeah. I honestly had no idea that's what it was about.
Yeah, to be honest, the book would probably take you faster than watching all of it.
Do you want to give a movie shout too?
Yeah, I'll give a movie. Movie. I mean, typically I would probably say Titanic or Notebook, because those are so basic though, because everyone's seen them.
I feel that the Notebook. I've shared my opinion on the Notebook. I think it's toxic.
You think it's toxic?
I think it's a very toxic movie.
Oh.
Personally.
That's pretty bad. What do you mean? Oh, because like of what happens, like it's toxic. Yeah, it is a little toxic.
The way they treat each other.
Yeah,
I don't think that was healthy.
She came back and she was like.
Yeah, but she was in a relationship.
But that relationship sucked.
Did it though?
I mean, she was gonna marry Rich, but
the guy did nothing wrong.
Yeah,
what did he do wrong?
He didn't do anything.
He did all the right things.
Yeah, but so did Ryan Gosling. He built that whole house for her.
Which is,
he'd spend every penny on her.
Personally,
I would never do that.
Personally, if I had the right circle of friends around, they would say, "Hey, man, you need to let this go.
He had no friends.
You need help."
Yeah.
One might also think that's a little psychopathic.
It was, but like it was cute because. But the thing is, the thing that got me was how they were actually old and they were actually telling the story.
I like that.
That was what I liked.
I thought that was a nice creative twist on it.
Now I need to.
But I wasn't a fan of that. Try and rewatch it in a different lens.
Maybe
you'll see what I mean.
I'm giving a different movie because those two are too basic. I really like Little Woman. That's
on my list. I hear it was really, really good. That's with really Florence Pugh, right?
Yeah, also Florence Pugh. Another movie you should watch is Midsommar.
Great movie.
You seen that?
That's a trippy movie. That movie freaked me out. The cliff scene. I
couldn't even watch that.
That's a thriller right there, man.
I would say Midsommar or Little Woman. Anything with Florence Pugh in it.
She's a great actress. She's in Hawkeye. That was a great ass show.
I didn't see that, but yeah.
Yeah, no, she's dope. I haven't seen Oppenheimer yet though. I need to.
Me either. She's in it.
Yep.
It just seems so long. I don't know if I can sit in the movie theaters. I would have to be at home to watch a movie that long.
Yeah.
But so that was my movie for sure. So.
Favorite album or one of recommendation?
So obviously, a lot of people know this about me. The Weeknd is my favorite.
Favorite album?
Favorite person.
No, I'm just saying, like, do you have a favorite album by him?
Oh.
He is the man, though.
Favorite album Tesfaye. I know. He's not even going by The Weeknd anymore.
Yeah, he's going to be going by Abel.
I know. That's kind of sick, though.
Yeah, it is.
I like that.
New arc.
I hope it's new music.
Oh, it will be. This last album he said he's dropping will be the last Weeknd album, and then he'll go by his name.
Okay, so there is another Weeknd album.
Yep, one last Weeknd album.
Okay. All right, well, obviously Beauty Behind the Madness.
That's a great-ass album.
Trilogy's
fire.
Trilogy was like 9 years ago yesterday. Just the anniversary. Anything The Weeknd. I even like...
do you have a favorite song?
Melancholy.
That's a great EP.
Yeah. Dawn FM... don't know if it was...
A little bit of a letdown, but it was still good.
It was just new music. I think he was like...
Everyone's trying new stuff these days. Yeah.
But favorite song...
It's okay if you don't have one.
So many. I'll just shout out a song that I think people should listen to. But it's Less Than Zero.
A great song.
Yeah. It's just such a nice, happy song.
It is.
You're just like...
floating in the clouds.
Yeah, it's like... maybe not that I can't do that. But
yeah.
But it's like just such a good song to listen in the car. I feel like.
Nah, it's a vibe.
It is.
It's a great ass song.
Yep.
Last but not least, and you've had plenty of great quotes on here, my friend. Some words of advice or wisdom of this to your future self, any teammates, friends, family, for us at this table, whoever's out there. Appreciate you.
I think just like do what you feel is right in your gut and like do what makes you happy. Like if something's not going the way that it should or you think something's off, then there is something wrong with about it. So I feel like people are like, oh, it's just a feeling, like blah blah blah, but it will come back. Like it will, like if you're not happy, like don't do it. And like
I like that.
Like that's so cliche, but like I feel like especially being like an athlete, like I've seen so many friends like say I'm not happy, like not my own personal teammates, but like a bunch of athletes, and you've seen it all over social media. Like,
oh, for sure.
Like, and I've been struggling with not struggling with it, but like I've been trying to figure out like I was saying, like what I want to do and stuff. But like if you're not happy, like it's okay, like to step away from it. And like I had like a good friend who was an athlete somewhere else, and she was struggling really hard, and like just with the pressures and like the expectations of everything. And not just being an athlete, but being a student, too. And, like, pressures from her family and expectations from everything. And she didn't want to step away because she was, like, scared what people would say about her. And she finally did, and she's, like, doing really good now. And, like, she's actually, like, having a great time.
Nice.
And, like, I've seen people go to different schools, and they seem so much happier. And I'm like, just do what you want to do. And it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. And, like, at the end, your family will support you. Because it's what you're, like, if it's your family, like, it will be... You'll be a lot more happier, and they'll see that. And I think that's, like, really important. So, yeah. Just do what you guys want to do.
That was very well said.
Thank you.
You're very well spoken.
Thank you.
You did great.
Thanks.
Yeah, you made this look a lot.
A lot of people don't say that.
You made this look... No, you made this very effortless.
Oh, really?
And I think that's... No, like, you might have just reset the bar for people from Central that have come on here. Athlete-wise.
Sorry,
I'm not even kidding.
I don't know. I just, like...
You spoke your truth.
Also, I just, like, love podcasts. Like, I
listen
to a couple podcasts, like...
Subscribe to me, please.
Subscribe. Maybe, like, I'll start a podcast. I'm kidding. Maybe I'll do that.
You probably could.
No, I don't
You
know.
probably could. And I could help. Be easy. It's actually easy. It's easier than you think.
I don't have a setup, like... It's too much work to set up.
Hey, you get the ice cream money.
Maybe. I'll do a podcast about ice cream, maybe. Actually, I've had some crazy stories at that place. It's not even funny.
Let's rain check that.
Yeah.
You and I, we need to do this again one day if you're interested.
Yeah.
One day.
I'm here for another year.
Post, maybe after the season.
Maybe.
Maybe after the season
Post
if you're
season.
down. Yeah. We'll be like, we could do the decision.
Decision. Have a whole series.
Yeah. It's like,
Maybe.
Alli, where are you? Where does your future hold you?
I'll probably be saying the same stuff. I don't know. I don't know if a couple months will do it for me, but we'll see.
Yeah. No, but this was awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
I really appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no, this has been dope. If you're one of Alli's teammates or you go to Central, shout out to you. Love you, appreciate you. Go Blue Devils. Haha.
Yeah,
So weird to say. Go Blue Devils. Yeah, but I appreciate all of you. And hopefully you really have a new perspective of Alli in a better light. A really much better light. Because you really said some powerful things on here, whether you realize it or not, in a really great way. Yeah, no, you got to give yourself more credit because you clearly seem like you're doing really well for yourself, and I think that makes lots of other people happy.
I'm trying to survive.
That's all we can do. One day
We're
at a time.
surviving now. I'm trying. We'll see.
With that said, I appreciate all of you. Love all of you. Ciao for now. Peace.